hear me. I'm talking to myself. There we go. Hello, hello. I am the Chris who plays games. Tonight we're going to be playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, one of my favorites. Happy Guy Plays and Mistledine Online. Thanks to the raid, Corey. Oh, I did Toothbrush raid too? Well, there you go. Falcon Man and Falcon Man and Ben and Kakepitentity and Van Helsing and GGC and everybody else who is here, welcome to the stream. As always, I'm the Chris who plays games, spinning my hat for all of you here tonight. We were playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, one of my personal favorites that I spent a lot of time playing back in the early 2000s. Yeah, so hello KJ Plays, welcome to the stream. And good to see all of you here. Hello, Branislav Sapchek. Good to see you. So we're gonna be playing a couple of different levels here. Yeah, I'm just not up to things. Hello, Chris Centeno and Jose Angel. Good to see you. All right, so we're going to be playing a couple different levels here. We're going to be playing levels where money is no object, which means I get to build whatever rail coasters I want. Hello, Invader Tech and Real Walkthroughs. How's it going? So how did this work? Did Corey raid Jose, who then raided me? Is that what happened? So I need to have 10 different roller coaster types operating in my park, each with an excitement value of at least 6.0 is the goal here. So that's our goal. So we'll pull up some of the coasters here. Hello, Chronodox CC Gaming, and yeah, the original Coca-Cola. Gotcha. Okay, so what type of roller coaster do you guys want to build first? What's your favorite type of roller coaster ever? So probably my favorite coaster type is I don't think I've ever had a barnstorming coaster. But how's it going? How's it going? CPG's Death Park. I love hyper coasters. I don't know if I have the hyper coaster here. Here we go. No, I don't want multi-dimensional. I want just hyper coasters. We don't have that and call them that. So hypercoasters are a type of coaster that was kind of invented by B&M, Bollinger, and Malabard. I think the first one really was the Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America. So I don't think I can do anything that starves people to death. Yes, this game was developed by one man. In fact, the first version of this game was programmed entirely in assembly, which is crazy, just absolutely crazy. Okay, I don't think we have what I was looking for, so we'll toss out a compact inverted coaster. And so the way this game works is that wait, what? Is it not letting me? Okay, there we go. The lobotomizer, there we go. So we need to have an excitement rating of greater than 6. So we're gonna have to do something more exciting than that one, and at least as exciting as this one. So we are playing yeah, so the original will ever stream Grim Fandango. I've never heard of that game, so there's a good chance I won't. All right, so we're going to build our own here. And money is no object. We have absolutely no concerns about money. What we've done is bought this prison island, and we want to turn it into a roller coaster heaven. So we've got all this out here. Since we have money as no object, we can build right out here on the water, and we'll run paths out to these things, and that's it. Yeah. So Six Flags was a licensor person when like they did a bunch of licensing for the second version of it. So the first version had none of the Six Flags stuff, but the second version, this one did. So the first version was programmed entirely in assembly. The second version is oh crap. Okay, so we're gonna have to build all the way down to the ground because of these supports. So I may not actually want to build over the water. I may want to first raise the ground. So this is one of the reasons why I'm doing the money is no object one. With the money is no object, I can just, do silly things that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do, like build myself a platform out of the ocean. So usually this would cost me like thousands of dollars to raise the floor of the ocean, and instead we don't have to worry about that, and we can just build ourselves a little platform here that we'll be able to build on. Why is the game not making noise? Turn on my music. I guess there's no music going on. Anyway, I am a tiny god. That's right. A prison themed park? I don't know. Yeah, so I don't have to charge anything. So this one, in this particular game, I don't have to overcharge anything. I don't have to worry about money at all. Money is no object. I am the richest man in the world. I am a tiny god, beholden to no man, and I can do whatever the frick I want. So we're going to start out here. We're going to build this compact inverted coaster, build a custom design. We'll start our station platform out here in the ocean, and just start building this. So and then this way, when we go up, we'll be able to not have to worry about our being too tall for supports. Okay, so now we are 90 feet in the air. So we'll make this 110 feet tall, and call that our starting point. Yeah, so we'll I think this is probably a good start, and we've got to expand some more of our land here. I'm disappointed I may put on some chill music in the background or something, because this no sound is going to get to me. 300 feet. Hello, the Omega Darkrai. How is it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't know how far. It looks like the tallest I can go is 115 feet on support, so I can do this and raise the ground up even more. Yeah, so one of the things what I found when I was looking for this is actually there's a video that someone made on YouTube back in 2002, and it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon in real life. And Roller Coaster Tycoon in real life shows him like being the I am a tiny god guy. So we're going to start over with 150 feet. No, 165 feet. That's what we're going to start off with here. We'll raise some more out here so we can actually, get some of these things so we can actually have a downslope. And 2012, sorry, 2012, I meant to say. I probably said 2002, but I meant 2012. And it basically showed someone playing this game, and it was very much the, like, you start out and you build a couple of coasters, and he sees one person who says, like, I'm bored, so he picks the person up and holds them up in the air and drops them so that they die, and then someone else is like, this looks too intense for me, so he grabs the roller coaster and swings it around and makes it all die. He was very, very upset at the idea that people would not like his rides. Okay, so I think we're going to so first of all, I'm going to pop up a browser here right now, and just a second, sorry about that, and put on some music in the background, because this is driving me crazy to have nothing going on. So we'll put on some Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 soundtrack, and just play that in the background. There we go. So hopefully you guys can hear that. And the video I was talking about, Roller Coaster Tycoon in real life, is I think this one here. Yes. Copy link and paste. Nope, I don't want to paste that. I want to paste this link maybe. There you go. Okay, there we go. So my favorite roller coaster was Raging Bull. Raging Bull was a hyper coaster made by Bollinger and Malabard in my personal hometown, Six Flags, in Six Flags Great America back in the Midwest. So what is going on here? Oh, am I already out here? I don't even know where my thing is. Give myself some more ground here. Ah, there we go. I found it. How tall do you have to be to ride? Well, this one, first we're going to create a death coaster that's going to require you to be, willing to risk death to ride. And after that, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're not going to be able to build through the water. So we'll just start this out right here, and we're going to do a really simple loop. We're just going to see how fast this is going to go once we bring it back down to Earth here. So I think that this is, we're going to have to go back one and flatten this out at 5 feet and flatten out there. And we're just going to run this one around. It's going to be a very high G turn here. Go through our little platform, come back around to the beginning. And this is going to be a high intensity, very sad roller coaster that we're going to start with. Alright, so let's bring you guys back here. So we're just going to start out with this and see what our top speed is at the bottom of this hill. Is this going to be tight enough? Yes, there we go. Okay. So we can build an entrance here, an exit there, and this will let us test it. So let's flip this here. Track is not a complete circuit. What do you mean? That's a totally complete circuit. I guess we're a little bit off. Alright, so let's back up here. Like my view is throwing me off here. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Here we go. I think I need to go forward one more. Nope. Back one more. Alright, forward one. Turn. Nope. Oh, right. I'm not seeing the heights here. Here we go. Height marks on ride tracks. Okay, the problem is I am 5 feet too high, so we'll drop down one more here, and because this ride actually starts out at -5 feet, I think is the problem. There we go. Now we should be able to test this. There we go. Okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah, this is the game. The goal of this game, of course, is to create a theme park, right? A theme park simulator. So there's a whole bunch of different rides that you can pop out. So I could pull out, you know, this pylon peril and drop it over here in the ocean, and people would want to come in and ride it or whatever else like that. But I don't actually care about that so much. Let's get back over here to our ride. Okay. So we don't have a 3D view or anything, but we can see what this ride is going to do. We'll actually rotate around so that we can see it coming down the death trap here. So we can see the G's. Oh, I forgot to turn on the data logging. So, yeah, Jake Blair, So RCT3 has one feature that I really wish that I had. So yeah, this right here. That turn is going to have an insane amount of horizontal Gs, which is going to cause the entire ride to have a terrible rating. In fact, every one of those turns is too hard. The UI and controls, though, were driving me freaking nuts. And so, like, all of the buttons are tiny. All of the things to click were tiny. I don't mind the, like, you know, you have more visibility into the people and other things like that. But I did really mind the overall feeling of RCT3. So yeah. So why is this not... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm like, why is this not logging? Yeah, okay, so we can see here our excitement rating is very low and our intensity is ultra extreme. And if we look... so the velocity is what I was interested in. So I think this will show that... Okay, our top speed here is just shy of 80 miles per hour. So that's awesome. So we've got an 80 mile per hour train to work with. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so I was trying out RCT3 so that I could see whether the first-person view was going to be interesting, and I think it was, but I couldn't figure out... I didn't actually want to play that game. I don't like the UI controls. I don't really like the realism. It's not a big thing for me. So, okay. So we know we have an 80 mile per hour train, which is awesome, and we know that nobody really likes when their maximum horizontal Gs are 4.75 Gs. So nobody likes 4.75 Gs, so we're gonna back this off a little bit. So let's close this up, go back into construction mode, and we'll be able to beat this. Yeah, play Pikachu. How's it going, Seiji Kajin? And anyone else that I miss? JP Lay and Ted Belcher, how's it going? Ted Belcher was very upset. He thought that the computer that I put together was completely, you know, unreasonable, and his was much better. So you guys can all, you know, accept that my scrubbiness is a fact of life. Okay, so I think our vertical Gs here were actually too high. So we're gonna kind of smooth this out as well. And get a little bit more flat here. Yes, making people pass out due to high G-forces is bad. So we can so Pokemon Go. I'm going to stream Pokemon Go on Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. my time. So that's about 7 hours earlier than I normally start here, is when I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Go. Okay, so we've got this here, and what we really want to do is that we want to take off some of the speed that we've got from this giant cliff so that we can do a turn without killing the people riding the ride, right? So we're gonna need to again pop up some land here because we're building out in the ocean. So we'll do that. So this brings us, yes, I finished my gaming PC. My gaming PC is built. It's what I'm using for this stream because I didn't have Windows before, and that's what I'm using here. I don't know. Yeah. Why don't I emulate through my Wii or Wii U? Emulate what? So for, is the chair comfy? Yeah, it's a nice chair. I like it. You guys can see me and stuff, right? Yeah, I haven't even checked. I'm like, I don't know, streaming's hard. Okay, there we go. So we're at 105 feet, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a banked turn, and just like spin it around. We're gonna have a nice smooth turn here, all the way around, and yeah. I don't want to make my Wii a thing that I'm hacking, I think is the answer to that. So this is styled after my own heart. This is the Raging Bull ride that I grew up on. The only thing that's missing here is that B&M roller coasters tend to have what they have is a little first hill drop-off, and that first hill drop-off lets the train kind of disconnect, like the first car gets onto it and the last car can disconnect from the chain lift, so that the whole train can kind of go down at the same speed. Anyway, how's it going, Chris GC8? Good to see you. You probably were already here and I missed you. Sorry about that. So this is, I know, Chris GC8, but I am all about the coasters and less about the ground. Yeah, that's what we got going on here. LPNP, are you a Pokemon Go player? Because if you are, there is a Pokewalk event going on Boston Common this Saturday with 4,000 people RSVP'd to the Facebook event, and you should definitely plan to come. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a big hill down. We're going to come up, we're going to do a soft curve around, and then we are going to drop back down in a second one, and then do a series of minor lift hill bumps here. So we're gonna do little, get some negative G's going on. We need to get some more land built up. Where are we? There we go. Why are you not working? Okay, there we go. So we'll do little bumps here. Okay, and I can't raise the ground through my own coaster, but that's fine. Okay, so we got a little bump here. We're going to flatten this out, get some negative G's on this little lift hill here, and drop down again. And we'll go one more, flatten it out. Alright. And then we'll go right through the side of this, maybe. Nope, I guess we won't. I think we can do that if we go here. Is it gonna let us go up? Come on, there we go. So we can go into the ground, do another drop down, and now this whole bit here is underground, and then we'll be able to come back out and do another 0G lift here. We will kind of do a banked roll out to the side, which again, we're going to go soft, because remember, at this point, we're still going about 70 miles per hour, probably. So bank this to the other side, do a soft curve here. I am going to go to the Pokemon thing. I'm going to live stream from the Pokemon thing. I got a 20,000 milliamp hour battery that just arrived on Saturday, and I'm planning on live streaming for at least a couple hours from there. So, yeah, so Chris, and do a corkscrew, all right? The other thing, so what do we got? We have a half corkscrew, we got an S-bend, which we probably don't want to do at this speed. We've got some brakes, an inline twist. So what we're going to do, I think we're going to hop up here, get some height on this, so that we're going a little bit slower. We're going to drop this off, and here we're going to do the inline twist left, and kind of flip these people around. and then we're going to bank back to the right, soft turn to the right. All right, and now here, we're gonna flatten out, dive back down under ourselves. I think we're gonna be able to do that. Flatten out. Bank it to the right. One more. That's gonna keep us back to a 90-degree angle. Descending helix. But yeah, so I'm going to be live streaming Pokemon Go on Saturday at 2 p.m. Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Go live stream. So if you are into Pokemon Go, you should check that out. I'm just going to be using the YouTube Gaming app, which has support for live streaming whatever's on your Android screen, and that is what we're going to be doing. I think that I'm probably actually going to want to drop some brakes, because I'm pretty sure that we're still going to be going super fast here. So let's slow this down to about 50 miles an hour, which may be nothing at all. I don't have a good sense here, but we'll run this out, and then we'll just do a few more little 0G bumps. This is going to be too low, I think. And flatten out. Yes, awesome. Okay, cool. And then we will give you a little bit of airtime. And so I love this game. I love everything about it. I spent so many hours playing this. This is actually one of the games that when I met my first girlfriend, when I was dating my first girlfriend, she had this game, and we would just play for hours. We would just sit and design and make people puke and everything else like that. It was awesome. All right, so let's, where are we at? So I think that at this point, we can switch to the other side of this and kind of delete what we've got going on. Back. Why have you heard horrible things about Pokemon Go? What have you... I mean, it's a terrible buggy game. The servers have been ultra laggy. People have been idiots, but they're always idiots. So there's, like, guys who fell off a cliff playing Pokemon Go, but the police say that alcohol may have been involved. And when I hear someone say alcohol may have been involved, I'm kind of like, you think? When someone is falling off a cliff, it's not just the fault of the Pokemon Go that we're talking here. All right, so let's... we'll add one more corkscrew. Kind of out here, and then come in. Well, we'll go straight for a little bit so that you're not corkscrewing right into a hard turn. All right, and then we will come up a little bit more, give you this last little peak at sanity, drop you back down into the water, and then we will make a soft right turn. And I think that this is not going to get us to the station. Oh, it is. Look at that. Okay, so let's test that and see what this looks like. So we've got the testing results running here. Yes, that is 100% the case. I actually, at one point, so Eric Schmidt, who's the I guess the chairman of the board, or I don't know what he is at Google anymore. But he was asked, you know, what about all these people who are you know, making money off of these clicks? He's like, it's a compliment to our ad serving system that we've allowed people to make money off of these things. You know, before there was no one who was paying for the clicks on these. We've created an ecosystem that's just too good. So yeah. So 5 gigs at 480p, I think 480p live streaming on YouTube Gaming, I think is about 300 megabytes per hour. So 5 gigs would last you for, like, you know, 15 hours of streaming. So that's my plan, is I'm going to use 480p and do that. So all right, so let's see what our top speed is here. Should still be the same. All right, and we're going about 40 miles an hour around that turn, which is great. Ooh, that's going to be a harsh... Okay, so some of these are still a little bit harsh. We got the nice corkscrew there, coming back around. That's a heavy corkscrew to hit at 50 miles an hour. Where was my brakes? I didn't even see them. Okay, I think I need to slow down the brakes a little bit more. So we're still hitting... 4.5 Gs on the vertical, and our lateral Gs are also not great. So the 5.26 lateral G or positive vertical Gs are not really great. There's a soft level cap of 20. What's that mean? No loops. No. So the inverted coasters I don't have loops. I did make it worse, indeed. Everything about it is worse. Okay, so you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this the cheap way, and I am just gonna, like, right here. Yeah, I know. Let's turn you off. Close. I'm just gonna put this under construction, and we're gonna add some brakes right here. I think that up till this point everything is pretty kosher, but we're gonna delete this, and going forward we're gonna put in some brakes. Or block brakes. No, we don't want block brakes. We want brakes. And we're gonna slow it down to about 45. Build this, and then let's see through underground inside view. Yeah, so I'm sorry I don't know if this is boring to you guys or not, but this is kind of just me running through my ideal roller coaster creation scenario. So this is exactly what I would do if given all the money and time in the world. Building roller coasters is definitely a thing I want to do. I actually looked into doing science stuff for a while with the idea of doing yeah. Got it. Yeah, so I did actually see some graphs that were of the, like, I've played RCT3 a little bit. Hello, Dada Roro Meme. Yeah, Ben, we'll see. It might not. We'll see. So yeah, I played RCT3 a little bit when I was playing this. I wanted to see if it was good. One of the things I like is the first-person view in RCT3 is nice, but the other properties of it were not sufficiently compelling for me to go with it. It did not have the controls were weird, and the creation UI was I felt I just didn't like it as much. I did not feel the same attachment. So. Alright, so now you're going to come down there. We're going to get some brakes on there. Alright. So I think this big hill... Yep, not enough. Okay, that's fine. So we can change these brakes up. Well, do you guys want to watch the coasters crash into each other? There should be another coaster coming down soon that'll crash into it. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, I guess that didn't work. Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, so that coaster is also going to fail. So we will increase the speed here to 48 or 58. Was it 54? 58. Let's go with 54 and see if that leaves us in better shape. All right. Add a few more miles per hour here. I wish that I could do faster chain lifts. This is one of the things. The RCT3 lets you increase the speed of the chain lifts, and I like that idea. But yeah, I don't know. So while this is going up, so there's a whole bunch of things we could do here. We've got inverted vertical shuttles. So this is like at Six Flags Deja Vu. So this one is actually from my home park. Deja Vu, I think they actually copied the same design to a bunch of different places, but I don't think that there's a way to change the speed of the lift. Oh wait, there is. Oh, look at that. I'm dumb. Okay. So we can change this to 6 at least. That'll increase this time here. So there's absolutely no reason to have that. That means that we won't get full test results on this one, but we can at least see if it's going to make it around that lift. So yeah, that'll cut down our ride time by a lot, because you're not going to sit there climbing that stupidly long hill forever. Alright, so we're going to come around here, and the question is, are we going to make it up this second hill? All right, so go up here. Go, 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 go. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. We're gonna stop it. Yeah, so I think it didn't even send the second train because I'm hitting the button too soon, so that's why we're not getting that. Yeah, so LPMP, we should definitely get together at the Pokemon thing. That 63 is just gonna leave me so fast through the rest of these turns that I'm a little bit worried about it, but I am hoping that by can I make it in launched mode for this one? So there's no launched mode here. There's continuous circuit and continuous circuit section mode. So not for this particular coaster type. Yeah, so Deja Vu is what I was looking at here. Inverted vertical shuttle. So we can choose this and just kind of drop it here. So this is a ride that basically drags you back up and then lets you go and go through these loops. So this is a boomerang loop and then a standard loop. So yeah. All right. So let's click on this. Yeah, so that's a nice, easy curve there with what I've done on those outside. All right. Go, go, go! Yeah, so that's a nice, easy lateral curve now. You come down. Ooh, that's a bit rough. The next corkscrew there. Oh, same with that one. That corkscrew, you're going way too fast. This isn't being played by a DOSBox. No, I have a Windows machine now. So my my PC build that I did last Wednesday is up and running. That's what we're working on. Okay, so my max positive vertical G's here are still way too high. So where is that? Where's our max positive? Is that right at the B? Oh, look at that. I'm just all over the place on this. Like, I'm trying to do airtime and it's just not working. Well, thanks, Mikey L the Gamer. I'm glad for that. But yeah, so I have not. All right, so let's just test this while we're working on this other coaster. So this is one of the problems, is that these other coasters, it turns out that designing a roller coaster that works is actually really freaking hard. So I think that this super extreme lift hill here is probably not my friend at this point, and I should probably just chill it out a bit. Drop the 80 mile per hour, 76 mile per hour max speed. I think that really, in order to do that, one of the things about hyper coasters is they just take so much space in order to do well. And I think that what we're finding is that we cannot actually achieve what we're trying to achieve in this way. So, okay. So this is going to go back up here and then stop. So in this case, we can actually look at the lateral G's. We can see that, you know, the most you get in this ride is kind of more like a 2-ish, and anything beyond that is that. So yeah. So here we can see we got an excitement rating of 6.8, which is what we're looking for in this particular mode. So you think the up and down too much? But well, I think in reality, even like this first curve has too much of the vertical G's, right? Like even the very first drop. Oh no, this is okay. So where does it? So this is my first drop. It's this transition here is too fast. So that's gonna come down. Oh no, that's this part right here. I can't come into this curve at this speed. So I've gotta, in order to do this, I have to totally like rip this out and make it a much less steep descent. So the reality is I probably just need to like flatten this whole thing out a ton. So the hypercoasters, like one of their big problems is just how much space they take up. I mean, this is why, you know, theme parks end up being in the middle of nowhere, is because like roller coasters, it turns out, take a lot of space. Okay, so I think that if I do this and then like gradually come back up here, and then do a banked turn. Oops. So flatten this out, do a bank turn that is gentle, come back around, and then I should be able to kind of level off and come back up to my height here. So back up to 105. We'll need to raise some more land. Sophie Raid, hello, Brandon Dobbs. Sorry, I've been not paying enough attention. Hey, Sophie Brecca, the Agile One, Armando Arata. What is this music? This music is the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 soundtrack. At the moment, we are playing a song called Ragtime. Here is a link to the whole playlist. So I do not have a phonograph in the background, but this is the type of music you will find at theme parks, and it is from the soundtrack to this game. So that is what we are listening to at the moment. Where is my thing? There we go. So let's try this. Let's see if this kind of evens out my... So what we're doing here is we are building a roller coaster. I started out building something that was entirely too extreme, and we are currently attempting to see if we can kind of ease it out here. How's it going, Kinfair? Good to see you, and everybody else, welcome to the stream. I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Monday at 9:15 p.m. EST, and whatever I feel like every Friday at 9:15 p.m. EST. I am playing on Windows 10. I don't know how you noticed that, but I am playing on Windows 10. I bought this whole Roller Coaster Tycoon pack on Steam for about $35, and I am enjoying playing this old favorite. So we're going to check our vertical Gs here. Our goal is to keep our vertical Gs on this first drop low. So our hope is that when we come into this low part here, that we're going to not have this be a totally ridiculous Gs. We did briefly hit 4 there, which probably means that we're still not good enough. I don't know exactly how to do better than that, and we are still having way too much up and down here. So what we can do is, I mean, we can slow the thing down here. I mean, the other option, of course, would be to drop the height of this lift hill. Interesting. Jeremiah Zadek, how's it going? Douchey Streams, good to see you. I'm happy to see everybody here. I'm having a great day. I've been Pokemoning myself away. I'm now a level 14 trainer in Pokemon Go, and I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Go stream this Saturday at around 2 p.m. my time. Going to be doing a Pokemon Go stream in the big common here where everyone... is going. There's an event with 4,000 people RSVP'd that we're gonna be going to and doing some Pokemon Go in. So yeah. Just try dropping from the top to like 105 in the first go. Okay, so like back off this whole thing here and so keep my overall kinetic energy, or no, potential energy, but don't use it all up on the first go. So we'll go to here. And where's my track heights? There we go. Alright, so you're saying, okay, so if I want to go forward here, kind of drop down to about 105, maybe a little bit slowly, and connect it out here. So let's just do this and see if we bring this around. So I'm doing this a little bit piecemeal, kind of trying to put something together. I usually, I can build pretty simple loops that meet the requirements, but I wanted to build something a little bit more complex. So what you're seeing here is some experimentation as I build a little bit more complex roller coaster here in Roller Coaster Tycoon. My best Christopher Walken impression, I pretty much have none. Take care, Sophie Brecca. Thank you very much for the raid, and have a great night. So yeah, part of the reason I was building it this way is kind of thinking of my favorite roller coaster. My favorite roller coaster is Raging Bull at at Six Flags Great America. Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America is a hyper coaster, and basically what it does is you have a huge dip, you come around, you do a huge, back up almost to the same height, turn it around, and come back around at about 85 miles per hour. So yeah, I can't do a Christopher Walken impression. You are a gullible schmuck, but I cannot blame you for it. I would do the same thing, I am sure. So let's see if this alright, let's raise this ground here. So usually in this game you have a whole bunch of like theme park related things where you've got money that you've got to manage and loans and everything else like that. We've kind of ditched all of that here, so yeah. We're playing in a level where money is no object. That's why we're just kind of building out these platforms here out in the ocean. And we can also pop out any of the other roller coaster designs that we like. So we can do we can drop this one probably on the land. So like this one, for example, what is this? This is a shuttle, like a launch shuttle loop that goes around, inverted, etc. Yeah, Van Helsing, I wouldn't worry about Poodle Corp too much. Poodle Corp is, more impressive than a lot of other hacking groups, but they are nothing that concerning. Vertical G's, okay. So we're still hitting 4 even with that. Like, how? This whole part is flat. Why? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong ride. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? Okay. So our vertical G's, we come into our first hill, and we're hitting about 3. I think that 3 is probably supportable. And so we're gonna probably leave that there, and have to try and figure out how we're gonna make the rest of this ride work. This is still gonna be too extreme for people, I am sure. Is there only roller coasters? No, you can do all kinds of different rides, right? So you've got food stands and information stands. You can sell balloons. You can make, water rides. You can build a Ferris wheel and all kinds of stuff like that. Go-kart races and so on and so forth. And so there's all kinds of different things you can do. This game was released in 2000. I'm almost considering at this point just the backing off of this whole goal. And starting with a new coaster again, because I'm just feeling like I'm never going to get anywhere with this. Okay, so we've got a couple of rides out here. So the problem is I don't think I can construct while paused. Like, I was trying that, but when I was doing this, yeah, construction's not possible while the game is paused. So yeah, I had the same thought, but apparently you can't do that. So we may just lose this round. That's okay. We're learning. We're learning something. If we have to start over, we have to start over. We can save the track designs that we come up with, and we can just start them afresh. So here's another ride that we have. We can test this one out just to give you a sense of some of the other rides that we've got. We'll unpause this. So we'll just lay out some of the kind of the default tracks that we get with each of these, so you guys can check them out. As I said, it is not usually the case that you can just build whatever you want. We're specifically working from the money is no object, problem or scenarios here, which is why we get this. So this is another one of these launched coasters. The Quantum Thruster is being launched at 54 miles per hour. One of the cool things you can do, of course, is crank these speeds up and cause them to crash. That's not exactly what you want to do if you want to keep people happy, but if you want to see cool things, that's a thing you can do. So we'll set the speed up on this and see if this train gets a little bit hyper extreme and then bounce it back down. Yeah, so you can see here they've got all these kind of designs. These tracks here, we can height marks on the ride tracks. You can see that we're only going up to about 70 feet here and down to about 5, so there's only about 70 feet of differential, and that gives us a major difference in the speed that we're talking about with some of these rides. So if we look at this, our top speed on this one is probably only about 50, maybe 60 miles an hour, as opposed to the 80 we were doing over there. I don't think I can do that, GGC. Yeah, so you can see here, this one has an awesome 7.46 excitement rating. A lot of these tracks were licensed from real tracks that are, you know, at Six Flags theme parks. Some of them are specific to the game. And so there's all kinds of different things like that that you can play with. And as I said, the goals usually that you... yeah, so we'll drop this X thing here. This has a pretty high excitement rating, and I want to see what it looks like, so... yeah. So you can see I'm just kind of like building these things all over the water. I haven't even connected people to them so they can't show up. I'm not sure how I would do Green Hill Zone Act 1 in roller coaster form. So one of the things here you can see is this little drop. This is what I'm talking about with the Bollinger and Malabard drop. So this here, you have a roller coaster that comes up the chain lift. It gets to this part where it can kind of flatten out, and all of the train cars can get off the train, and so that's when the first car is there. You're not kind of hanging with the back car keeping you dragged in. So that is the reason that little drop is there. You'll see that the speed here kind of matches that. You see the little increase and lets you do this big drop. So the multi-dimensional here is really talking about, I think, the we can double check this. Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, here we go. Multi-dimension. Sitting in seats is suspended. Riders are pitched head over heels. Oh yeah, so the cars on this one rotate. As you ride the coaster, they spin. Yeah, so that is how you get to that. So this 6.44 excitement rating comes from that. All right. So we've got that going on. We can LIM launch mini coaster. Oh, so another thing we can look at is let's see if we've got any wild mouse rides here. Yes. So wild mouse rides are designed to be like super curvy and extreme roller coasters, right? So these are all individual cars, and you can see here that this one has a super tall lift hill. So the lift hill here is much... I've won the most disappointing park in the country award. Awesome. And so these things have like lots of little turns and lots of sharp corners and everything else like that. How's it going, Kevman and AWOL? How is it going? So again, for those of you who are interested in catching Pidgeys, just like everyone else in Pokemon Go, for Shrimp and Couscous learning to cook. Awesome. That is super awesome. Is my audio on the mic too good, bad? Well, you guys can tell me how that is. Not enough beanie hats in my theme park. That is true. You can actually build a hat stall. I don't know if they sell beanie hats. They appear to sell large foam hats. So one of the things to be aware of here when these people are complaining about being the worst park in the country is that the only thing they can get to is the stuff connected to this little platform here, so they can't even couldn't even buy hats until just now. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. So the excitement rating here is a 7. Wow. So really, in order to beat this level, given that you have all of these coaster designs, all you really have to do is drop down like 10 of the different... That is awesome, Kevman. I am super glad. The sound of sizzling meat. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Go stream this Saturday, 2 p.m. EST. I'm going to hang out on Boston Common at a Pokewalk event with more than 4,000 people RSVP'd to the Facebook event. Yeah. So do we have a path to this that people can get to? Oh, we have no line here. Okay, so let's build a queue line. Let's see through scenery briefly. Okay. Is this, can't tell if this is working. I think it's not working. Alright. So let's try and make it so that people can actually ride this ride. That is my goal here. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to close this ride, put it under construction. Yeah, I know. I want to close it. How do I close it? Okay, close. Construction. Let's rotate this view around so we got a nice spot we can see. Oh, okay, people can't get to it because it is actually placed up in the air. Okay, so we'll put the entrance here. Oh, nope, I can't build the entrance there. Okay, so instead what I'm going to do is take the path, and so you can actually build paths that are at angles here. So we can do this, build it out, and drop it down until we actually are lining up with another path. And drop this here? No? Footpath in what? Yeah, I know the footpath is in the way. I want to build through the footpath. Oh, fungicide in way now. Okay, well, thanks. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we have the ability for people to actually ride this ride, I think. Hey, Gamble Rogers, yes, Justin Bieber, no, how's it going? It is not an SNES version, it is the PC version. Hello, Bengo, how is it going? Okay, so now people are able to ride the Wild Mouse, so they'll be able to come in and actually see this ride, which is cool. And we can drop down another coaster here to kind of check out what we've got going on. So, side friction roller coaster. I have no idea what these are. So we will drop one of these down and just do a test here so we can see what it looks like. I've never ridden a side friction roller coaster. Yeah, so I was a big roller coaster fan for a long time. I rode roller coasters. Lewis M, good to see you. I rode roller coasters. I went to Six Flags like 7 times one summer. My girlfriend and I would do it pretty much all the time. Wednesdays and Thursdays in July, by the way, approximately the best time of the year. June or July, especially on slightly drizzly days, are the best kind of days to go to theme parks. Those are days when you're not going to get a lot of crowds, but the rides are still open, which is one thing you really want. Interesting. Yeah, I've never did that. Ridden a roller coaster like that. I think I have ridden these bobsled ones. So this is so the one that was near my hometown was called Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder was a bobsled style ride, and one of the amazing things about it was just how freaking loud it was. And so it was like incredibly loud. And so let's actually test this. And so all of these parts here, you would get to parts where you were tracked like this, and then as it went through here and went around those turns, it could actually kind of roll around here. So those bobsleds have wheels on the bottom, but they are able to kind of roll up and down in these corners. So yeah. I mean, this game was released originally in 2002. 2001. This is an old game. Undertale is a new game. Most of the sales of this game did not take place on Steam. I can guarantee you that. So yeah. Pokemon Go is a fad, but I'll be interested to see how it kind of holds up as time goes on. So you can now actually hear that we've got people on our rides screaming. There's going to be at least some people who have thoughts about this. So just looking at fungicide makes me feel sick. Yep, they're looking at this, and you can see the nausea rating here of 4.63 is keeping some people away. So we'll build another ride, maybe just like a steeplechase. So we'll drop ponytails kind of out here. Nope. Too tall? Too high for supports. Okay. Oh, there we go. And then where is the... Okay, so the platform is here, so we'll connect this platform on over. Da-da-da! The long walk, but maybe some people will find their way over. No, I don't want to be quite that tall. We'll flatten this out. Oh, we'll go up one more and flatten this out. Okay, there we go. And do a test. Yeah, so this is a game that I was playing when it came out, approximately the year after it came out, probably. So these ponytails, these are you hop on this little horse here and you can ride around. And so what we're kind of seeing here is what makes a ride exciting. So with the you don't have to be super fast. Has no path leading from its exit. Oops. I am sorry, riders of fungicide. We will try and get you out of the ride as soon as possible. Just a second. I kind of built this in a shitty place. Alright. Let's connect this out here so people can actually get off the ride. Because it turns out they don't like being trapped on a ride forever. Yeah, just delete things for me, stupid game. There we go. Okay. So now we've got a path leading from the exit. Very well. So we've still got no test results on this one? So many windows, so many windows! I know, they're all over the place. Yeah, so I'm running on a Windows 10 machine now. I did a PC build. There's a stream of it on my channel from a little while back. Good job, Taco Man. We call you Taco Man from now on. That's your new name. This is a long ride. Okay, yeah, so this is a... it tells me. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Okay. So we'll open this on up. It is not meeting our excitement criteria, so that won't help us, but that's okay. Oh, I think all these people are trapped now. Hold on. I'm sorry, people. I trapped you. Here, we'll, nope. Oops. Now you guys are all, free, I guess. That was not exactly what I was intending to do. Alright, so let's flatten this out. Okay, now you've got a nice little path that connects you to the rest of the park. There's a Zubat, and you need a Zubat. What the hell do you need a Zubat for? Where are they? I'll have to find it. I don't know. I'm not home yet. I expected him a while ago. Hello, Max Doloff! You're back to get me and my pretty little computer. Well, I think that I would have some complaints about that particular approach, so I think that's not going to happen. But I appreciate the thought. All right, so Steeplechase, we've got this out here. So Steeplechase is a little little pony ride, a lay-down roller coaster. I've really never done one of those. By the way, if anyone is saying things, did I build all this tonight? Yeah, so I'm just dropping down pre-built coasters. So this was my coaster, which has so far failed miserably. We can look at my last set of test results and see that so far I have a 16.29 ultra extreme intensity rating. All the rest of these are just pre-built coasters I'm dropping down, testing out, etc. So that's what we've got going on. We've basically got all the tracks unlocked because in this particular level that's how they come. I've got all the money in the world, luckily, and so I can just kind of build whatever I want. So that's how we're able to do this. It's not that I am some magical wizard at roller coaster building. These are all just pre-built designs that you can get right out of the box. So for example, the Virginia Reel ones are kind of cool. So this is basically a spinning car that the sides here kind of roll it up, so you can see here that it's kind of rotating as it goes around. That's what the Virginia Reels do. So have I heard of Mass Drop? I have not heard of Mass Drop. That is not a thing I've heard of. So yeah, we can run a queue line out here, around the back, and hook this up. So I'm gonna guess this isn't our goal. Keep in mind, was to create 6 different roller coaster types that had an intensity rating or an excitement rating of 6 or more. My guess is that this one won't apply, but that's okay. You gotta have some non-intense rides as well, otherwise, who's gonna come? Alright, there we go. And we'll also connect this out the other way. Nope. Oops. Okay. There we go. Nice little outbound there. So now we got some people who can ride this ride. Cool. Yeah, so I was actually reading about earlier about some of I guess the Mavizen plus Skype seems to be a common way to approach this. So you basically VPN into your phone and use that for control or whatever else like that. It seems to be a common way to do this. Interesting. There's a lot of people who want to ride this. Ponytails is great. Too intense. That's too intense. Oh Jesus. Yeah. So what do we have right now? So we have Crazy Nights. So Crazy Nights is a 5.73. That doesn't meet our goals. We can open up Deja Vu, but we got to get a path over there somehow because that one's out in the water. So yeah, so what do we want to do now? Do we want to try and play a more realistic park where we're actually going to try and live within the rules? Do you want to just see me build a single crazy coaster? What is your biggest desire in this game at this point? What do you want to see from Roller Coaster Tycoon, Chris? All right. Plan a layered park. Okay, so let's keep in mind my skill levels so far have demonstrated I can't even build a single roller coaster. So yeah, that may be a bit beyond my skill level. Okay, so see, here's this one, right? Like this ride is also. Oh, I bumped the speed up. That's right. I was like, wait, this is also ultra extreme. That's not just my fault. Roller coaster named after YouTubers. There you go. We'll have a Markiplier and whatnot. People aren't doing that. Yes, nobody can get to the front of any of the rides because I haven't built past any of them, and I don't care. Common Cold the ride. I have seen no evidence of kidnapping related to Pokemon Go. Theft, absolutely. A bunch of kids in St. Louis were dropping lures and whatever. But the Kangarang, ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay. So I think we'll save this and come back to this park in a little bit. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to build not just a crazy extreme thing. We're going to try and build, so this is Alcatraz. We will quit game. We're going to start this one over. Roaring 20s. Okay. So we're going to build a Kangarang. That is the first thing we're going to do here. So let's build the Kangarang. The Kangarang is going to be a inverted vertical shuttle. So we're going to build our own inverted vertical shuttle. We're going to start this on the ground level so we don't have anything crazy going on. So I think that an inverted vertical shuttle, for this to work, what we want to do is build straight here. Oh, well, destroy the friggin' footpath, man. Alright, here we go. We don't need that. We need this. So we're gonna do... Oh, no, we want to... I think we want to gentle this out a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so the Kangarang is gonna start here. We're not gonna do that. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna go here. We're going to kind of increase this gradually. Try and build ourselves a little roll banking here. Flatten this out. Drop a half corkscrew. So what's my peak here? My peak is 105. So we're gonna drop a half corkscrew at 90 feet, which should. I think we go left again. I think we can do that. That's going to drop us back into the same direction again. We can kind of drop slowly back down to 25 feet. Let's see if this works. So we're going to drop a little bit lower. That's going to pick up a little bit more speed. And we're going to turn this back into a hill climb. Go straight up. Oh, we can't add a special at that point. Okay. So we'll add a twisting up on this side, which we can't go quite that high. Too high for supports. Okay, so let's raise this ground up here to make sure that we don't fall off the end of it. Okay, so I think that that is approximately how you build one of these. So let's try this out. And this is going to be the Kangarang if we get it to work. So let's test this out. There we go. You need to tell me something, Max Doloff. What do you need to tell me? The Thrill Seeker. Well, we're making CPG land. So Kangarang, the Kangarang is a boomerang vertical shuttle. So this is a boomerang turn right here. Oh, we didn't give ourselves enough. This is too high. We need to back it down. Okay, so let's stop this. So we can't do this corkscrew at that height. So we're going to have to either make our lift hill higher, which we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll make our lift hill higher, and then we will go back to making our boomerang turn here. I think this actually isn't a boomerang turn now that I think about it, but that's what I'm calling it anyway. So we're doing the 2 half corkscrews here to kind of connect this up. And yeah. They want the game back. So yeah, King Gaming is another creator here on YouTube Gaming. He is a big player of Dead by Daylight recently, and is one of the people who stayed with us at the streamer house at VidCon this year. Cool guy, lots of fun to watch, and so we're making a Kangarang, a boomerang coaster named after Kang. There we go. That was a perfectly reasonable speed. You're not going to get too much of the lateral G's here. So our lateral G's are only going down to about 2.5. Oh no! It's still too high. All right, we're gonna have to stop it again, and we're just gonna have to go higher. So I guess what we're learning is that we need to have at least 40 feet more in the vertical than our little loop here. So that is interesting to me. It's not what I would have expected. So I'm not sure what that is exactly that's causing that. But so as we're getting higher and higher here and getting more speed, I am going to start to worry about the vertical G's as we come into this turn. We may have to smooth that out a bit. So this is actually one of the few rides that is too high. That's going to be a mess, but we'll deal with that next. Okay, cool. And now when we come back around, hopefully we'll have enough speed to make it over this turn. Yes, we will. It'll go back up, and I think that'll be it. Cool. So this should not be ultra extreme, but I expect that this will still be too extreme. This negative vertical G's of negative 2.9 here is going to be too much for people. So, oh no, look at that! It meets all of our goals. It's a very intense ride. And I think that the reason is really that first drop. So let's see if we can smooth that out a little bit. Let's see if we can just, so we know we need to get to 145. Yes, let's build a station platform that high in the air. Okay, so let's, yeah, we're gonna have to delete the footpath. And we're gonna try and turn this out here. So now we've got a couple at each level here that we've got on the chain lift. If we go forward, do these all have chain lifty bits on them? I can't tell. Okay, so let's try this and see if this works. Anyway, how's it going, the Fire Society? Good to see you. Yes, 4Gs is pretty high. Absolutely. So 3Gs is about the best you can, and also Super Saiyan Lucario, good to see you. It's like 3Gs is about the best you can do without completely freaking people out, I think. So I've definitely ridden rides that have 4G maxes, but the 4Gs are very brief, right? So here you can see, okay, so there's a lot of, that's just too, okay, so what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna undo this. We're gonna go back to a lower height, and we're gonna drop, how's it going, Snarly Charlie? How many G's to kill a small child? That is an excellent question. We don't have a good answer for that here. Okay, so we can see that, so we drop below the red here. So this is what kind of gives you the sense of anything that's red is basically will kill you. And so, or make you pass out. But good to see you, Joshua the Space Ruler. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night. I'm having a great night. We've been playing for just over an hour. For those of you who are coming into the stream, I just wanted to let you guys know there will be a special Pokemon Go stream this Saturday at 2 p.m. In addition to the normal Monday and Friday streams. Okay, so what we've got to do is we've got to close this down, and we're gonna drop this height here. We're just not gonna have it be that high, and we're gonna drop the height of this turn here. So we're gonna drop this whole speed down. We're gonna go forward and just kind of have a gentle up. We will come into this and make this whole thing be at about 65 feet instead of 90, so we don't have the same problem with height. And at this point, I think that we should be able to do this double half corkscrew to the left and get ourselves into an okay position back with this track here. Well, that is lower than I thought. Okay, so we'll get rid of this as well. We will just do that. Flatten it out at 10 feet. Okay, so now we should have a lot less speed. We should have a lot less risk here. 3 Vulpixes, 1 Jigglypuff, 7 Drowsies, and 1 Poliwag. Is that a good day or a bad day? So one of the best things that I did, or one of the most extreme things I did in riding roller coasters was at one point I rode this one roller coaster 7 times in a row. The Shockwave, we rode it 7 times in a row, 4 times without even getting out of our seats. And that was pretty extreme. Okay, that was still not enough? Okay. So when this comes back, it is not going to have enough. How's it going, TJ? Good to see you. Yeah, it's totally going to get stuck. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to add another couple things here. Maybe not even that much. And just test that. So here we go. Our goal here is to minimize the vertical G's, which was one of our big problems before. It seems like this is about as high as we can go on this turn, and I don't know exactly what to do. Yeah, this track is a little bit weird. This is the circus track, which I'm done with. We're going to go to dodge jumps. All right. So I think this is about as non-extreme as you're going to be able to make an inverted coaster. God damn, that's still not up to it. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do other than make this thing taller that's going to make it able to, like, I could drop the height on this again, but at that point you've got almost no ups. You got no hops, man. No hops. So let's just drop it down here. Let's just drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. And we'll add this half corkscrew. I gotta delete this. I guess I just feel like, you know, there must be a trick that I'm missing here. Alright. So we're trying to build a Kangarang. We got this boomerang loop in here, and we're just having a lot of trouble getting it to kind of line up and be a good track. Hello, Brad. Money doesn't matter. Yeah, and it's not filthy casual. It's one of the scenarios. No cheating. No, you know, anything else like that. So it's one of the earlier easy scenarios. One of the reasons I was doing it is actually just dropping down a bunch of the different tracks that you can try out, so that people could see what they are. So we're going with the inverted shuttle coaster here. And hopefully this will actually complete successfully, and then we can actually go back and drop the speed down a little bit more, because I think we're still getting some pretty extreme, you know, G-force values here. Okay, so we ran out of the... Why does the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 soundtrack have a thing at the bottom that is like that? That is dumb. Okay, let's flip back to the top here. Good to have you here, Van Helsing. Yeah, so we still got this super intense rating here, but I think that's about all we're going to be able to get out of this ride. So I think that that's just what we're going to... we'll try one more thing, which is to drop one of these bits off the top here and see if we're still going to be able to make it around the curve. If we are, then that should drop some of the intensity. It works, sort of. We've got this like huge tall part here that is doing nothing for us. But yeah, so this is a pretty typical, you know, vertical shuttle coaster like this. You've got this kind of loop in the middle, up into a curve at the end. It'll come back down around. You'll go backwards through the whole thing, and then we'll go back up the top. Hit the brakes as we come back into the station. So that is it. So if we look at this, and my hope is that we're going to drop some of the intensity off of here as we continue to drop these G's. Yes. Okay, so we can see we dropped about 1 off of the intensity, which is what I was trying to do. So yeah. So yeah, Pokemon Go stream. We are going to be doing a Pokemon Go stream on this channel Saturday at, what time did I say? 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a big Pokemon Go event that is happening here in Boston on the Boston Common, and so we're going to be Pokemoning away with about 4,000 other people on Boston Common. So if you guys are interested in Pokemon Go, make sure you tune in for that. Okay. So we've got this track open. Oh, we got to name it. Hold on. Where we go? Kangarang. This is the Kangarang, named after Kang Gaming. I just spelled that wrong, didn't I? Kangarang. There we go. Cool. So now we have a roller coaster. Some people may actually ride. Unlike some of the other ones we've built, which no one in their right mind would ride, some people might actually ride that. So now we will add a Wild Mouse. I love Wild Mouse coasters because you basically have so much flexibility to do tight little turns, and people love them. Yeah. So let's add a Wild Mouse coaster. We'll add it up on this hill here. So these, because you can make them so, you know, steep and tight turns and everything else like that, and still have them not be hyper intense, end up being nice coasters to kind of start with. You can, you know, get used to what people want out of these things. So we'll drop this down a little bit and do a straight here to get flat. We'll do a turn around and kind of loop back down, flat, go around our track, and through. Oh, nope, can't go through there because we are not far enough forward, so we will do a quick, nope, we're going to go back up here, drop down quick, get some speed up, and then make this long turn here, do a quick up to drop. No, we can't do that. Here we go. So because you can make these like one cell turns, it's really easy to kind of, you know, quickly get around to where you want in the track. It means that they don't take up a lot of room, but they do offer a lot of you know, thrills, and it's a nice little way to get started on building coasters in the game. You don't have to worry so much about making these kind of long curving connections that you have to worry about when you're doing things in general, and you don't have to worry so much because the speeds are generally lower. You don't have to worry so much about other things like that. So Kang would be proud. That's right. Okay, so we will drop back down onto the ground, and yeah, we will connect this back into the front, and drop an entrance and an exit for our ride, and test it out. Let's see how this goes. So the Wild Mouse cars are each individual cars. They will oftentimes spin around. I don't know if these particular ones spin. Does not look like it. Bump up the speed of this. So one of the rides at my local park that they just recently added is basically a wild mouse ride. It's pretty cool. Hello, welcome home. That's nice. And some person. Well, that's great. Yeah. So spinning wild mouse cars. I guess it's actually a different coaster type than I'm playing here. So yeah, if you get Factorio on stream, I will not stream Factorio. Factorio, I feel, is a death trap for my ability to do things. Okay, I got too much lateral G's here, so my coaster is not gonna work. Hello, DPK. DPK is here if anybody from SWAC is watching. There's another face. So we have a house guest for the next couple days who is visiting from England. He was in Indiana for a conference and spent an extra week there hoping to do some studying at a library there, and found out that water damage had shut down the whole damn thing, which is not a good way to go. Yeah, hello Travado, how's it going? Mrs. Chris is here, as well as Alicia, who might have been who you actually heard. So there you go, Mrs. Chris is there. Hello. DPK is our visitor, and over there, of course, Alicia, or Allie, as you guys know her, is here as well. Yes, ma'am. Are on his bed in his room. Are on the bed in his room. Put on the bed. Yes. Yeah. So the hey Chris. Yes. Yeah. So Factorio. I have a couple of friends who are into Factorio, and it is a life suck. Is the primary reaction that I'm getting from them. So, okay. So where is my peak G's here? Okay, it's these last couple turns. So let's kind of smooth these out. I don't know how I want to do this. Let's start by just we're gonna come here. We're gonna backspace off of this. So who's a mousy person? So this is the Sophie ride. So we need to come up with a name related to Sophie, I think, because Sophie is a very cute, like a mouse in my mind. So that's what we're doing here. So let's actually just come back up. So we've got an extra 10 feet here, which are hopefully going to drop some of the speed off of this turn, and I think that's going to drop some of those lateral G's that were giving me trouble. Cannot construct here, wild mouse in the way. Well, I kind of want to connect to that wild mouse, so I'm not sure what exactly the problem is here. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, I see. I failed to connect. Okay, so let's do one flat, do one like that, and get started here. I don't know. Can my integrated graphics handle all of these thrills? That is a good question. So Factorio, I think, is because it's process management, 101 slash 201 slash whatever, people do ridiculously complex things with Factorio, where they're. That is true. They're not the same thing. Okay, so I think here we're going to have the lower lateral G's at the end. Yeah, so this is much better. So we stayed well below that 3G lateral line all the way along. Our verticals were also pretty good. We did have a little bit of a peaky spot there, but I think this is going to work out okay. Yes, this is still pretty intense, but not super nauseous, and hopefully this will keep some people excited. So let's close this back down so we can move our entrances. Okay, so yeah, this is the Sophie Extreme. Because Sophie is cute like a mouse, but this is the extreme version. Okay, so here we go. Here, let's hop this up here and get it around the bend. Can we? Nope. Let me get past these rocks. All right, screw it. We're flattening the land. Land is gonna be flattened. Okay. We'll have to actually make this come up here. Oh, wild mouse in the way. Okay, so we can't build through that part of the thing. We will build around. So you guys you guys found your car eventually, I guess. That you parked it like 20 minutes before. How did you lose the car for 25 minutes? I see. All right. So here we go. We can build our little queue path. So this is one of the things that I realized when I started working on this game is why queue paths always go back and forth. It's so much more, you know, compact. You can squeeze all these people into a little itty bitty space. And I just realized that my entrance is... Oh no, okay, I'm good. So we'll open this right up. Hopefully we'll get some people who like it. Team Bear Raid, Shanda Bear, how is it going? As well as Blair LaBouffe, The Sorrow, Callie Koosh. Welcome to the stream. I'm Chris Plays Games. Tonight we are playing a somewhat newer retro game for me. This is a 2001 game. We're building roller coasters for all our favorite YouTubers. So we just built the Sophie Extreme after building the Kangarang. So I guess next we're gonna have to build the Shanda Express. Team Bear Express is going to be the next ride we're going to build, and it is going to be a wild ride. So this is the Sophie Extreme. You finally got your gaming PC. That is awesome, Travado. I just got mine as well, as you probably know. I must have streamed for 8 hours. Oh, Sophie, yeah. All right. So the Team Bear Express. With a 3 for an E is what we're going to be building next. So Shanda Bear, do you have a favorite type of roller coaster? We've got all kinds here. We got water rides, we got flying roller coasters, we got multi-dimensional roller coasters. We also have some kiddie rides we could go with if you'd rather, or stand-up coasters. What would you like? I don't know. If you look at the intensity rating on this, Brad. The 7.79 intensity rating is pretty serious. Yeah, it's been 15 years since this game was made. That is absolutely true. 2001, I think it was released? Yes, 2001 or 2002, I don't remember off the top of my head. I know the first game was 1999, which was apparently... hey, Lester Granberry, thanks for stopping by the stream. I am the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Monday night at 9:15 p.m. EST or EDT, as the time zones may support. And... excuse me, whatever I feel like on Fridays. Tonight we are playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let's put a bathroom here, since these people keep seeming to puke up all over the ground. Although we don't have any particular need to have this park be beautiful for our success criteria. I just feel bad when people are puking all over the ground. And ArcDK, it is good to see you. Yes, my propeller hat is great. It says that I am a noogler, which I really no longer am, but that's okay. It's still a great frickin' hat. Okay, so Shanda Bear, did you have a favorite roller coaster type? I guess you have to run. Thank you for the raid, and everyone who came in with that lovely bear raid. Good to see you. Get some sleep. I finished many sentences. I have finished at least 2 in this stream. I also have a whole set of things that I can talk about. Because Chris GC8 is here, we could talk about Silicon Valley and how everyone should be watching it. And if you're not watching it, then you should be watching it. And if you are watching it, you should watch it again. Sadly, it is on break right now, but it's 3 seasons in, and is a brilliant comedy show created by Mike Judge, the creator of The Office. And I was talking... Office Space, sorry, yeah, that. I can finish fewer questions if you interrupt me with facts. Let's have not facts here. Is there a game on my Steam wishlist I would want to stream? I don't think there is. Are you looking for something from me at the moment, or are you just standing around staring to make me feel bad? Okay. Hashtag Travado, thank you very much for that donation. Oh, wait, my thing is below my thing. I'm sorry. Take care, Lester Granberry. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so Silicon Valley is an HBO show, so it is not available to stream on Hulu. You will have to get an HBO subscription / HBO whatever of some kind in order to see it. Let's see, what do I want to do here? So I think that I'm going to move this one here. Yeah, there was a thing below my thing. I fixed the thing being below my thing, and now it's on top of my thing. I do not watch anime. I am more of a not anime kind of person. My daughter is a watcher of anime, and we've actually commented that she should make an anime review stream. I am fine without a beer, thanks. Do people like these so roller coasters? That is an excellent question. Let's find out what people are thinking right now. So people's thoughts are, I want to go home, great scenery, and so yeah, I would say that no, they are not liking these so roller coasters. I do go like this for hours. I go like this for 4 hours every Monday and Friday, starting at 9:15 p.m. EST. Mrs. CPG is very frustrated with myself. I love you, Jess. I understand you lost your car. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I am sorry. Alright, so we've got so the reason that there are all of these... Am I drinking wine? I'm drinking nothing right now. I am just playing some roller coasters. So we've got this kind of lift hill drops into a smooth curve. So hopefully that's going to keep us pretty safe here. We're going to be able to kind of speed back up. So our lift hill drops us at 65. So we don't want to be able going over 65 feet. But this will drop us around here. We can do a nice tight curve back in and drop directly into a steep dive and try this out. So I made an attempt to build my own coaster earlier that was kind of extreme, and it did not go well. It ended up that I made an ultra extreme roller coaster, and I couldn't figure out how to like manufacture my way out of it. So yeah, I guess they went into the wrong they went into the wrong side of the parking garage. I'm still having a hard time with this, but yeah. So so the reason, by the way, Brad, that I am all these buildings are here is that I bought Alcatraz, and so I'm basically building a theme park on Alcatraz. That's why all these buildings are here. They don't really get in the way. Like, I can build roller coasters right through them. We could. I wonder if we can we add like a? Oh, okay. Here we go. We're gonna add a vertical loop. There we go. We're gonna add a loop right through this building. And then, okay, so we've got to build up a bit more first, because otherwise our loop will run us into the ground. Vertical loop left, because you don't want to have someone come from a loop straight into a flat spot. It turns out that works poorly for many reasons. So we'll drop some brakes here, slow people down around the bend, and then do a nice easy curve. Oh, we're still too low? Is that what's going on? We got all this ground here that's in our way. Luckily, we have essentially unlimited money. Well, no, not just essentially, actually unlimited money. But unfortunately, we don't have unlimited space here. So we are going to try a tighter turn. Unplug the MacBook hard drive from this one. And there's also ones in the dining room over there that are spare. Oh, that leaves us in a bad spot as well. No problem. Okay, so we got to build straight out here a little bit more. And that leaves us connected. Alright, so let's drop this entrance here, exit here. Yeah, so Brad, overall, I would say that people are not enjoying these mediocre roller coasters. We're going to try this new one out and see how that looks. My guess is they're not going to like that one any better, but at least it does have a loop. Where did my sub counter go? I don't have. When I switched streams on Friday, because I switched to the other channel, I dropped it, and I just didn't worry about it. So, yeah, that's a thing. Did that fit or not? You're going to solve the problem in a different way. Okay, so let's. Oh, that's going to have high lateral G's. Oh, no, that's not too bad. Oh, but we did not have enough speed to make our vertical loop. And this roller coaster is going to ride all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna stop this vertical loop bit here, and we're just going to replace it with just a little bit of a bump. We're going to see through the scenery so we can actually connect these up. Huh. I don't know exactly what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to... Oh, right, and that also... Okay, so let's just do this. We're going to drop this S-bend left. Delete this hill here bit at all. And hand this here. Alright, so let's try that out. Open a cocaine concession. Okay, so, oh, wow. Our our first little area here has gotten pretty pukey. So let's... just set a handyman who's going to just clean this little area here all the time. And that one too. While we're waiting for that run to complete, we will drop some other more interesting things at the park. So we'll drop some food, which I guess people sometimes like to eat. We will drop a balloon stand because people love balloons, or so I've heard. If we can actually get this balloon stand to connect to anything. Alright, there we go. Open up our balloon stand. Okay, so our looping roller coaster that we didn't build a loop in, what do people think about that? Okay, it has a medium excitement rating, a pretty medium intensity rating, and a low nausea rating. So that's what we really want to keep, is we don't have a roller coaster like that right now, but we want to add a little bit more excitement. So the way I think we're going to do that is probably just run this whole thing out a little bit more, and we'll see if we can get something a little bit more exciting going here than just running back to the start. So let's drop this out. We can do another drop here with a little bit of a dip. Run our... Let's see. Oh, people can't get to my drink stall, probably because I screwed it up somehow. Okay, so we don't have a helix up or anything else like that. The little hump after the big hill. This bit here. So this bit here, this little thing you're talking about here? Or do you mean this bit? So the little drop after the take care, Barnado, have a great night. Coke machine. Alcatraz is now a theme park. That's true. Yeah, so the reason that I did this is based in my mind on very much on real life. This is specifically a thing that Bollinger and Malabard coasters do. It's a post-lift hill drop-off. The goal is to get all of the cars disconnected from the lift chain before you do before you have them go down the big hill. So that is very much a thing that was intentional, and I'm sticking with it. Damn it. Okay, so let's actually do here. We can do a vertical loop. Let's do that. We'll come in soft. So this is hopefully not going to be too extreme for anybody. We are going to be going fast here, though, so we're going to run this out and pick up a little bit of height so that we can do a nice, gentle turn on the outside here. So flatten this out, add the curve, kind of bring it around. Where's the pit with the death spikes? I don't think I've picked up that scenery pack yet, unfortunately. They can't get to my balloon stall either? God damn. These people, I don't know what they're doing, but... The most beautiful park in the country. That is awesome. Alright, so let's kind of wave this one around. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Alright, so we're going to drop this here. We got nothing special we can do here. Oh, but we're back to fast again. So we kind of want to be careful of doing anything too extreme. Let's kind of wave this out here so we'll get plenty of room to connect to our right-facing coaster, and hopefully. It is oh, what did? That's right. I hate passwords, all lowercase. Calliope 5 gigahertz or 2.4, whichever works for you. They both get you to the same place. They did not have to pee in a corner. I did not download the Medieval Torture Pack DLC. That is correct. I apologize for that, but I did not do that. So we have 168 guests. That's better than before when we were just building things and not doing anything. So most people just want to go home. So that means there's not enough interesting things to do. So we may actually want to add some other theme parky rides. Oh, this is not going to finish that loop, is it? Oh, it does! Oh, great! This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted out of this ride. That's like exactly it. That I wanted a nice, gentle ride that would be kind of exciting. It goes through the building. It's got a loop. It's, you know, going over the water. It's got some scenery. It's, you know, a minute long. Oh, it doesn't quite meet my intensity rating, but that's okay. We're still gonna. This is the Team Bear Express. So we got the Team Bear Express here. We will drop a nice little gateway path thing here so people can get into it, and yeah. Okay, and then here we can build a footpath to connect it to the entryway. Oops. Okay, yeah, there we go. This is connected. Open it up. Anyone can come and ride it. Okay, so I think that this is, like, completely facing the wrong way. Oh, thanks for subscribing, DPK, who's sitting next to me. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work anymore. I think that is your last free resubscribe, as I have fixed my software so that resubscribing no longer allows you to get notifications again. So, okay, so let's constructionize this, delete that, wrap it around, and put it here. Okay, so now we've got a balloon stall, we got a hat stall. Okay. So look at all these people lined up for this ride. Look at that, huh? I got like, I don't know, a bunch of people in the queue. I have 16 people in the queue already. That's right. Everybody get on a little train thing. Yes! I built a good ride. As opposed to this one, which has nobody in line. So this is the thing, Brad. Like, people don't really love these super extreme rides. They want something that's a little bit more tame. So, you know, you gotta give the people what they want, even when they're dumb. Okay, so what else do we have going on in this park at the moment? Okay, you want to go home. Okay, so you're not like, well, some of these people are like lost in the back of the park, so that I can understand why you would want to go home. I didn't even realize you could get back there on these paths. So let's build some rides back here since we know these are connected. We'll drop someone said a teacup ride. I saw that mentioned. I got a Tommy gun ride because of course this is a prison themed park because it's built on Alcatraz. So that's why you get the Tommy guns. Alright, so let's build some paths back here. Alrighty. Where did my ride go? I lost it! Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. So we'll open up the Tommy gun ride out here. How is Miss Chris Plays Game? She's right there. I wasn't deliberately ignoring you. I was just Stingray. I noticed you. I said hi, Stingray, didn't I? I meant to say hi, Stingray. Hi, Stingray. I saw you come in a while ago. I don't know. I'm bad at this. I hate the swings that swing around. That is my worst worst ride ever. So when I was growing up, I had a swing ride that got stuck in the on position, and they couldn't figure out how to turn it off. So we were stuck riding it for like 4 times the length of the ride is supposed to be, and like I got like a whole bunch of us got off, and like everyone just puked. Like we all like just went for the nearest bathroom and puked. It was terrible. It was the most terrible experience. Yeah, I have a thing against swings. That is definitely a thing that I have a thing against. Okay. So there we go. Oh wait, is that not connected to the ground? Is it like all like a level up? Oh, it is. It's like 2 levels up. The whole path is floating in the air. Okay, well there we go. We'll open up this swinging ship. It's not a set of swings, but it is there. Okay. It shouldn't be 30. I mean, if you right-click and look and say show stats for nerds, it should show the amount of time it is, and it should be about 1.5 seconds longer than that, so. Anyway. No sound. I think there's sound. I think other people can sound. The Brad Pritchard Tunnel of Love. Take care, Vinny the Vinman. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Monday, 9:15 p.m. EST, and whatever the fuck I feel like every Friday at 9:15 p.m. EST. This Saturday, I'll be streaming Pokemon Go at 2 p.m. on Saturday. So if you're into Pokemon Go, check in for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, etc. for all of the awesome things here on the Chris Plays Games channel. Thank you very much. Okay, so you want Brad Pritchard's Tunnel of Love. What kind? I don't know if I have a love tunnel option. I have go-karts. We can make the Brad Pritchard go-karts of love. Alright, so since apparently people are getting like way back here, we're gonna take over some of this big open space and make sure this is connected. Something. Where's the entrance here? Okay, I think this is connected. And open up the Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. Alright. I can't tell. Oh, show height marks on paths. Okay, that is definitely not connected, so let's fix that. That sounds more plausible. I would buy 16 seconds. I mean, I wouldn't buy it if I like had to buy it, but I would buy it in the sense of I would accept that that is a reasonable statement. All right, so let's just bulldoze a whole bunch of stuff here. Can I not do that? Okay, I can only bulldoze scenery. I don't want to bulldoze scenery. I want to bulldoze, like, all of these paths that are frickin' here and in the way. Yeah, I want to delete those frickin' footpaths because people are getting lost back here. They can't find my goddamn ride. Which is what matters. Make your way to the ride, people. We'll have a smaller number of paths. I'm not really sure what the, like, approved way to clear a whole bunch of paths are, but, yes, I could modify the Go-Karts of Love. It is raining in your heart. Yeah, it's raining right now. You can see the little weather right here. It's 68 degrees in September and raining, so that's not going so well for me. Brad needs a hug and a better ride. Okay, well, so Brad, what is your favorite kind of roller coaster? I will destroy your hopes and dreams. Do you like flying roller coasters or inverted impulse coasters? I have a couple different impulse coasters if you're a big thing on that. I can do stand up or gangster car coasters, barnstorming coasters, all kinds of things like that. Yeah, so I could actually edit the Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. That is a thing that I could do. I want to go home. Stop wanting to go home, people. You guys need to want to, like... I'm lost. Well, then maybe you should have picked up a park map somewhere. Here, you can be on the Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. How about that? There you go. No, don't walk that way. You're walking the wrong way, Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. We have water rides, too. Police Brutality Coaster. Yep, we got one of those. We got everything, man. Yeah, I got like 300 guests, man. Alright, Impulse Coasters. So an Impulse Coaster is linear induction. Impulse Coasters are they're basically like launched things. So I'll show you just the default one that comes with the game, and then we'll build one specifically for you once you understand how they work. So let's do this and just build this here. Okay, so basically this is gonna start here. It's going to start out super fast. You can change the launch speed. So the launch speed here will control how fast it goes. This one does a whole bunch of stuff and then goes up here. So if we wanted to, we could probably actually bump the... Oh no, this launch speed's about as high as it could go. So we can't make it launch off there. But we'll start out by just making a coaster that launches off the end. And start that out. So where did that go? Here we go. Limb launch roller coaster. Okay, so let's build ourselves a custom roller coaster here. All right. So we can just start out here, and we're gonna go up and make this nice long hill here. Start the coaster out, build an entrance and an exit, because that's what you have to do in order to test it. I don't know why you can't test roller coasters if they don't have an entrance, but apparently you can't. And so this is probably going to shoot itself. Well, we can make it shoot itself right off the end. So that's what happens if you launch at 33 miles per hour, and so now we'll launch at 69 miles per hour, and shoots right off the end. So the Brad Impulse Coaster has crashed. Hold on, Brad's poor impulse control. So that's what we're gonna call this coaster. And yeah, so the coasters we can actually build higher. We can build more supports. We can build off of the ground here. Just by making the ground higher, we can go higher up. But that is not what we're gonna do right now. We can drop this down so that we're not launching so fast anymore. It was a test coaster, so no, I did not kill a bunch of people. I intentionally was testing first. I mean, if there was someone underneath it, I guess in theory they might have been, you know, injured or whatever, but in practice that does not appear to be the case. Okay. Alright, so we can open it that way, but I think that that might not go so well, so... Alright, why can't... So the problem is that once you crash a coaster, they expect you to actually change it before you open it, before you test it again. So let's see what this does. Why are you not working? Straight up at max speed. Alright. So let's, thank you very much, Falconman. Hashtag Falconman in the chat for the beautiful donation. Are you guys enjoying this game as much as I am? I don't know if this is enjoyable to watch at all, but for me, it is super fun. Okay, so we can make this go up as fast as it can. I think that we'll still be able to launch this fast enough to just kill people. And I think we can... I think the problem is that as soon as it opens, what the hell? Why are you not working? Okay, I may have to actually just delete this whole thing and start over because it is not... Yes. Delete poor impulse control and start over. The game is confused. Oh wait, no, I want to go the other way. Rotate. There we go. Okay, So the problem is, Brad, that I think what happens is that if the coaster crashes, it closes automatically, and I can't kill any more people on it. So what we can do, though, I think, is create a coaster that works at 1 speed, and then we can increase the speed once people are riding it. And if we do that, I think that it will then let us, kill people that way. So let's do this. Build an entrance, build an exit, and now we will test it. And at 30 miles per hour, I think this should work. There we go. Okay, so I didn't even watch. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so this is probably a pretty boring ride. Yeah, that's not... Oh, okay, so this is a... I'm doing this wrong. This is a coaster that's designed to actually be a loop and not just a hill. But that's okay. So now the question is whether anyone is actually going to get on this ride if we open it up. So let's try it. Part of the problem, of course, is that we built it way in the back of the park, but we've got so many people wandering around lost back here because our park design is terrible that shouldn't be our biggest problem. We're going to be able to build an entrance and an exit here. Yes, footpath in the way. I know. Ugh. There we go. Okay, so now that's connected. We've got some people that are going to come in the line here. And I think that if we get some people to ride this, we can then turn it up and kill some people. Oh yeah, we never renamed it CPG Land. Alright, so what are people thinking about this ride? I want to go on something more thrilling. Okay, so we may have to make poor impulse control more thrilling in order for people to get on it before we can kill them. Unfortunately. And Alicia, can you try and figure out what the cat wants? Alright, so we gotta make this more exciting. How are we gonna make this ride more exciting? We're going to not just have it go out and back, because that is not very exciting. And instead we're going to have it go out. And we're gonna go out a little bit, and we're gonna do an inline twist to kind of start things off here, and then go into the hill. Yeah, no, that sounds good, right? No one could possibly not want that. All right. Yeah, that looks like a terrible ride. What are the... I guess the lateral G's aren't as bad as I would have thought. Okay, so now our speed is 33 miles per hour. The question is, are we exciting enough that anyone is going to get on this ride? Come on, give me some excitement. All right, see, look, that's all it took. I got 5.3 excitement. Let's get people on. All right. So our intensity rating is a little bit serious, but as soon as we get a couple people in this line, we will. And let's delete some more paths over here while we're waiting. As soon as we get a couple people in the line, oh, here we go. We got our first victim. Okay, cool. So we got our first victim, and what we're gonna do is we're going to increase the launch speed to 69 miles per hour, and we're gonna kill this guy. Because he is definitely going to go way off the end. In addition to the G-forces being ridiculous. There we go. There you go. Poor impulse control landed in the ocean. Guests are getting lost or stuck. Yeah, guests are also dying. I don't know if you noticed that part. Yeah. Alright. So we can lower the launch speed again here. All right, so there you go, Brad. Poor impulse control was successful at killing people. Hopefully that was an okay start. And now what we will do is actually try and do a little bit more interesting, travel here. We will add a bend around to the left. Go back out and down. No one's going to want to ride this ride in the rain, certainly, but that is okay. All right, and we will add a nice steep hill back up here so that we can get the train to return. So this should actually, hopefully, like, work. Except the testing is not, like, what is up with this? I can't test it. All right, let's open. No? I did all this construction and you won't work. Waiting to depart station. Well, stop waiting and start going. I have no minimum waiting time. The park with the worst food in the country. Nice. I'm sorry they didn't hit the rocks, Brad. Alright. Can we like save this construction and reload it or something? I felt like at one point there's like a save button that I could hit. Oh, really? I don't know, because where's... Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so you can't, if you can't test it, then you can't do that. Well, that's stupid. This game wasn't so friggin' buggy, it wouldn't be a problem, but, you know, instead... Okay, so let's build a new exit. Let's see if testing it works now. Okay, there we go. So we go right into that. Okay, so we need to go faster. Alright, there you go. Test! Welcome back, GGC. Alright. I think this is gonna work. Oh no, it's not. There's no way it's gonna get back over that hill, is there? Oh, so close. Okay, what is my... Am I at my max speed? No. Okay. Let's close this and then test it. Well, that train's never gonna get finished. Hello, Joseph Jimenez. Take care. Hello, Blair LaBouffe. I mean, I think it was kind of always half action park. Okay, let's close it, put it under construction, and then open it for testing again. See if the higher speed lets it get far enough along that it can actually do something useful. Go up. Oh, too high. Poor impulse control had poor impulse control. Alright, let's see if 67 is enough here. Construction. Test. Yeah, it just doesn't like me. Exit not built. Well, why can't you just test without the exit? People don't need to get off of a ride that's not freaking running. Alright, let's add a little bit more speed here. That's enough to go as high as we can. And see if we can make it back around the bend. Oh, we do! Okay. Okay, our max lateral Gs are pretty high here, but I think this will be okay. Come on, give me a rating. Oh no, that is not okay at all. See, I don't get it. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Okay, so that's fine. poor impulse control. I think this is pretty much ultra extreme is the way that Brad lives his life. So poor impulse control can be just like that. That is not unreasonable. Anyway, yeah, so, oh, let's build an exit, because no one's gonna ride it if they can't get off of it. It'll make them sad. All of these people are just, like, lost in the back of the park, because there's all of these footpaths that were on Alcatraz, and I can't figure out how to delete them in bulk. So they're just like sitting here and people are wandering in circles, and I feel bad, but not bad enough to figure out what I can do about it, since it seems like the only fix is like individual clicks, which is annoying. Especially since like 1/3 of the time when I click to delete something, I center the map, which is not what I want. Like, technology is hard, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not jealous, but I definitely, I like thunderstorms and weather like that. That is my style. I agree. Nope, no, the next one is a meteor crater. But yeah, so I bought Alcatraz, and have built these kind of theme parks along it. I'm building this theme park along it. So let's build some other like theme. We got some rotatey ride here. So we can toss this kind of next to this little building here, get ourselves an entryway, connect the exit to where we've already got one, and then we can build ourselves a path. You gotta keep the people interested in not just the roller coasters. Okay, cool. That is working. Open it up. Alright, let's see if anybody wanders in. Yeah, alright, cool. What was it was yelling at me for something. I don't remember what. 24th of July? No, that's old. Guests are hungry and can't find anywhere to buy food. Yeah, that's because there is no food. I decided that you didn't need to eat, peons. Okay, so first of all, let's drop an information kiosk so maybe people can stop freaking getting lost. I have no idea where the front of this is. Okay, so we're gonna drop this right by the entrance. Can't miss it. Here's where you can go to pick up your maps. Okay? So now every time you come into the park, you can do that. Alright? So we're good on that, right? You want some food? I don't really have... I have coffee. I have pretzels. Do you guys like pretzels? I don't know what kind of people you are. Are you pretzel people? Are you non-pretzel people? There we go. That lets you demolish scenery, but only scenery. Yeah, I guess so. Cash machine. Yeah, I apparently have no food. Oh, here we go. I was scrolled down. I was like, why are there no food options other than pretzels? Okay. Now I got a candy apple stall. People are getting lost or stuck. Yes, I believe they're getting lost or stuck. The reason they're getting lost or stuck is because this place is a freaking maze, because it used to be a prison, and the goal was not to, you know, do whatever. Well, Lava Launch is like a super I've received the award for being the safest park in the country. I killed people. Like, I literally killed people. I cannot understand how this is. Has anyone ridden it? No one has ridden this ride. Okay, so no one likes poor impulse control. I'm sorry, Brad. Even when it's not killing people, they cannot stand it. So, that is a thing. What's that? Oh yeah, no, it's gonna stay there. The people need more wine. All right, let's see if we got some. What's the closest thing to wine we can serve them? We can serve them fried chicken. That's kind of like wine. Iced tea, Long Island iced tea stand. I think that's what we're gonna have to go with. We'll have to add the Long Island iced tea stand and hope that that will do enough. Alright, so let's do this. We're also gonna drop an information stall back here before you get into the part of the map where you get totally lost. and hopefully that way you will buy a goddamn map and stop whining at me about your stupid problems. Okay, now that that's done, and my minor rant is over there, fried chicken is not really like wine, I just don't have anything like wine. So let's add a, let's see if we can add, I like wooden coasters. Let's just add one of these, I'm just going to show you guys one of these Six Flags, you know, real coasters that's actually designed by people who are successful at designing things and not by, you know, assholes like me. Oh, I think I actually connected that. Awesome. Okay, so we'll test this and then run it. So this is, wooden coasters are awesome. Wooden coasters are some of my favorites, especially relatively recent wooden coasters. I really like. So this one here, we're gonna let's check it out. Let's check out the speeds we get on this one. So this is probably gonna be about a 45 mile per hour coaster, I'm gonna guess. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so I grew up near a Six Flags Great America, but probably not the same one. But yeah, so the ricketiness of wooden roller coasters is awesome to me. I love the hills, I love the dales, I love these nice, you know, kind of smooth turns, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, I think Kevman doesn't have the ability to do that, Jose. Oh, does he? All right, there you go. Yeah, so what did I say? 45 miles per hour? It looks like maybe it was actually about 50. 46 miles per hour is the max speed. You could always do what is Periscope. Alright. Oh, you guys got me food or something, you said. I'm reacting to something that Jess said, like, literally an hour and a half ago. Yeah, Kevman, yeah. Oh, hush up. I don't, like, I've got like 3 handymen walking around doing stuff. If they can't clean up the paths, then you guys are just puking too much. Take care, Stingray. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. I have seen people streaming the early access of Roller Coaster Tycoon World. My feeling is it's way too, like, fancy for me. So yeah, what is this? This is a 7.17 in excitement rating. Okay, so what does this have? This has a max lateral Gs of 1.69. And the reason is because its speed is just so much lower. I just don't need this gigantic speed in order to have something reasonable. So let's show my ride track height. So our peak height here is 65, our lowest is 0 feet. So 65 feet is really all I need to make something nice. What, you didn't want to ride it? Why didn't you want to ride it? No one's thinking about it. You're hungry. Where are you, hungry people? Oh, you're all back here, stuck in this giant maze of paths that I can't get rid of. So I guess step 1 and what I should have done should have been, wow, look at all the people in line for Brad Pritchard Go-Karts of Love. Like, check it out. There are how many people? 39 people waiting in line for Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Line, and 6 people on the ride. So, you know, there is that. No one has even thought about riding Poor Impulse Control. This path is disgusting. Which path is disgusting? I already have, like, a handyman whose just job is to clean up these front paths. Like, literally, what? Oh, okay, I need another one. I put all my puke-tastic roller coasters right up front, and it turns out that everyone pukes once they get off of them. Which means that things are kind of puke-tastic right here. Alright. You're right, people. I was wrong. I shouldn't have criticized you. All right, so we've gotten 2 people riding this Tinder thing, which we're gonna rename Grinder because it's a better app. All right. Okay, so I have thus far pretty much failed to build any exciting roller coasters, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I'm feeling kind of sad that I am unable to build good roller coasters, and I'm not sure what to do about it. So we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna make one more big go of it here. We're gonna try and build a wooden coaster, one of my favorite types of coasters, and it's not gonna be ridiculously tall or anything else like that. We're gonna go with a 60-foot, you know, bottom to peak, you know, coaster design. If they can't find anywhere to eat, they need to buy a goddamn map, because I built places to eat. Alright, so we're gonna drop this here. I'm gonna just run this around and make a nice... Oh, we're gonna flatten it out, make a nice smooth turn. Here. For those of you who may be just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I am the Chris who plays games. Today we're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Roller Coaster Tycoon was a game programmed by one guy back in 1999 and 2000. The original version was programmed entirely in assembly. The next version, the one that I'm playing, is in C, I guess, but was still programmed entirely by one guy back when you could do that. So I got the Dell U2515H. It is a 25-inch 1440p Dell monitor, 60 hertz. I really like it. It's got super nice blacks, and is a nice is pretty nice. I just like it overall. Okay, I don't want to go down that low because then I'm going to go too fast around this corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bank it around this corner like that, and see I can flatten it out here, and go kind of back up. I'm a little bit worried about that turn being too sharp, but that's something I'll deal with in a bit. Okay, so we've got a lot of speed right through here, so we're gonna again kind of come back up and flatten this out. I mean, so back in the day, a lot of games were made by one person. This was, I think, kind of the end of that era. Okay, I don't want to have this be a flat turn, I don't think. Well, maybe I do. I'm pretty high up, so I shouldn't have too much speed at this point, I don't think. And then I can kind of curve back down and straighten it out. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's back it up here, and we're just going to run this through another couple of ups and downs, curve it around, give myself a nice soft curve, flatten, curve it out here. Oh no, Sophie Extreme is broken down, and I don't think I actually have a handyman, so I guess I should hire one of those. Hire new handyman. Sophie Extreme is this one, I think. I don't know if you can get there from there. Just realized that. Okay, here you go. Also, I do need another... There we go. Hello, Miss Danny. How is it going? Am I going to kill people? I did kill people. I built a ride specifically to kill people. I made sure that I could... Oh, he still can't get there. Hold on. Put you in a bad spot. Alright, so let's connect you on the path that everyone else has to take. There we go. I think that will let you get to the Sophie Extreme. Yeah, so I killed people. I specifically took a ride, I got someone on it, and then I massively increased the speed of it just so I could kill people. So definitely is a thing that I am doing here. Okay, do I have any specials here that I should do? No, not really. Okay, I think that I can curve down. Straighten back out. Footpath is in the way. I don't care about these freaking footpaths. There we go. And now I need to get back up in the air to where my ride is. Oh, I was off by one. Alright. So I don't know if this ride is going to be any good, but I am interested to see it. I would be interested to ride it, but I will ride just about any roller coaster. I've been riding coasters for a long time, and I love all of them. So I'm a terrible judge of how good a roller coaster is, apparently, as is evidenced by the fact that I have not built anything that anyone in this game has found impressive. So, yes, I don't need that. There we go. Okay. Let's drop down an entrance and an exit to this floating roller coaster, close it up, and do a test run, and see how it goes. Okay. Hello, Dakota. Good to see you. Sorry, I am distracted. I have no idea if Yoko Ono was singing in that song. I think it was mostly supposed to be elephants, but I will admit that I am not sure. Okay, so let's watch my lateral G's, as that seems to be a problem I regularly have. Okay, so that seems fine. Now that transition is not great. Alright, we're going pretty slow through that part, which is nice for this. Gives me a nice soft curve around here. Ooh, that's a bit sharp. Ah, it's still only 1G though. Okay, so do we have any extreme vertical Gs? No. It looks like I might have designed a ride that actually freaking works. Yeah, look, none of my numbers are red. Oh, look at that! Look! I made a ride that's exciting and not too intense and only has mild nausea. I am a success. I have created the ultimate ride. Where by ultimate I mean not completely shitty. Alright. Let's build ourselves a pathway down. Let's try this again because I completely screwed up my path building. Build down. Okay, and then we can build out here. Alright, let's open her up. Let's see if we can get some people riding it. Come on, what are you thinking? I'm hungry. Well, then frickin' eat something. Alright, let's build all you whiners some food. I'll have another pretzel stand. Alright, so this is, let's see. This is the Stingray cycle. No, I think that it is, yeah, it is kind of floating. I think it's floating because there's these footpaths underneath it. So if I were to successfully like bulldoze those footpaths, I think that the supports would appear. Yeah, there we go. So because there are footpaths underneath it, it is not doing the drawing of the supports. There we go. I mean, it really depends on what you want. There's a lot of people who will say that the 1440p or that 144, you know, hertz or death. Oh, grinder has broken down. I think my mechanic will probably make his way over there. It just takes a while. So he's on his way over, which is fine. I don't have to worry too much about my park rating for this particular challenge. Not that I'm really even working on the challenge, so it's not a big deal. But yeah. Look, people are riding my ride! I had 2 customers. I even had people riding it in the rain. Nobody rides roller coasters in the rain in this game, so that's cool. I don't have nearly as many people in line as Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love, but it'll be interesting to see what happens when it stops raining. Okay, so while we're out here, we'll build some more food. These people are whiny. Build some fried chicken, just served from a giant chicken head, because what else would you serve fried chicken from? So, oh, I totally ride roller coasters in the rain as well, but nobody does in this game. So, oh look, I got people in line. Oh, it's so nice. Makes me feel better. Yeah, he's on his way. Stop whining, you silly game. Take care, Jessica. Love you. Yeah, so a lot of people will say 144 hertz or bust. I am not one of them. Has anyone ridden this ride yet? Nope. Still nobody. Yes. Got 20 people on the ride. Like, the Stingray cycle is getting 360 customers per hour, which, because of how long the go-karts take, is actually more. Let's number this down. Is actually more than the go-karts are getting, even though they have a longer line. Take care, Super Fox 5 Gaming. How are you going? What? Like, how am I supposed to know the answer to that question? What happens if the handymen break down? So the handymen are the ones who actually sweep the paths. So if the handymen break down, what happens is your paths get very disgusting. If the mechanics break down, well, it doesn't actually happen. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we built an exciting ride. That's nice, right? Like, everyone's pretty happy? I'm happy. I feel glad. I was able to build my own coaster with my own design, and people didn't hate it. That is cool. The reason that I have... Can I make this park less brown? I mean, I could. So let's start with this. And let's bulldoze all the scenery. There we go. And then let's put in new scenery that's more green. What, I can't put trees on footpaths? What is this? Oh, I can just paint things? I don't know how this paint bucket works. Yeah, apparently I can put green things on this, but not on that. So this comes down to the same problem I think I've been having all along, which is that I need to, can I, like... I want to get rid of this goddamn dirt. God damn it. Yeah, I don't know how to paint the ground. It looks like I've got a paintbrush, but it doesn't look like painting with it is doing anything. Yeah, so I don't know. I do agree that the brown is quite brownish. 720 guests per hour. We've had 50 guests so far. And it's 11th favorite ride of 11 guests. How's it going, Greek guy? Your icon changed color. Now you're more visible. Okay. Thinking, what do I want to do next? I mean, oh right. So I was saying 144 hertz versus 60 hertz. It won't make a difference, right? You can't see more than 60 hertz on the stream, so no monitor is going to make a difference. You're not going to notice any difference. There's nothing you can see. The only question is what you like to see. So a lot of people who are used to higher frequency monitors will absolutely swear that they will never go back, that they can see it and everything else like that. And I've seen tests that prove that some people can see it, and I believe them. But for me personally, like this monitor, I think is my first. I mean, I guess I must have had 60 hertz monitors before, but it's not really something that I think of. Look, it's the park with the best roller coasters. Take care, Gamer Guide Commentaries. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Tommy gun is broken down. Oh no. Okay, so let's build one of these. Well, first let's see what one of these looks like when it's built by experts. So let's drop evil vultures out here. Okay, so this is a ride that is, what is this? This is a lay-down roller coaster? Is that what I picked? Yeah. Okay. Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love still hasn't been fixed. Well, that's because the mechanic is probably like super far away because this park is gigantic and ridiculous. Yeah, so what I would do if I cared about the quality of the park is that I would have to probably drop a whole bunch of the paths out at the beginning that connect to the back and just not even worry about them and only connect to there when I needed them. Okay, so these are like flying. Is this like a flying coaster? Yeah, so this is like you face forward and lie down like Superman. As you fly on this coaster. Oh, only the... No, I actually don't know how this is working now. Because the cars are below you. I love riding roller coasters in real life. It's certainly a different feeling, Brad. I can grant you that maybe it's not more fun. Okay, so what does this look like? That's probably because there are no restrooms. Okay, so we got a max kind of lateral G's of 2, our max vertical G's of 2, our height difference here. So our max speed's only 33 miles per hour. The maximum, the highest drop is only 32 feet. Yeah, so I'm a huge roller coaster fan. I've ridden many roller coasters many times, and I love to ride them. So that is definitely a thing that I love to do. I do not get enough chances to ride them recently. I'm too far from my closest park, so yeah, that's a little bit sad. But I do actually have a season pass to Six Flags this year. A friend had an extra and I got to take it, so I may get out there. Alicia's school is actually not far from that, so that may be a thing that I get a chance to do, which would be cool. Alright, so let's do a drop here. Nothing big. Okay, our ride starts at -5 feet, so we've got 35 feet of potential here. Let's come around this corner. Oh, let's actually come around this corner more gently. No, actually, I think that's gonna work. We're gonna do this. We're gonna come around that corner tight like that, and then come up into. Do we have a vertical loop? We do. All right, so let's try this out, and then just bring it back to the beginning. So we're going to start, rather than starting huge like we did on our other one, we're just going to start small, and see what we get when we just have a pretty simple coaster here with a simple loop. Let's turn right and drop down to the water level, which is where our starting point is at. Okay. Entrance, exit, test it. I've never been to Cedar Point. I would love to go to Cedar Point. Make it a water ride and go underwater. I'm not actually sure if you can. It'll let you go underwater. Okay, so that loop does not work at all, but we will crash these coasters together, I think. That one's gonna hang at the top of this hill, but nope. Pow! Yay! All right, cool. So I need to put this under construction. So what are we gonna do here? Can we make this lift hill higher? Because I felt like I actually ran out of... Oh no, okay, so we can do that. So let's pull in a little bit more, because I would actually like to toss in a loop. Alright, so let's do that. And we're gonna loop around underneath ourselves. We're gonna have this kind of come out flat. We're gonna bank it left. Do a gentle loop around. Yeah, guests are always getting lost or stuck. I know. I don't care. You have set no goals for me to, like, care about the guests. If you wanted me to care about the guests, you needed to gamify it, you jerks. Alright, so let's do this. We don't need that to be curved anymore. We still do need that to be there. This brings us back down to 0 feet. And I'm going to find out that we are just a little bit too far behind. So let's do one more forward here, and then a left turn to connect it, and then we'll try that. So this should give us a little bit more speed. I mean, this drop was pretty good. This is the problem, Brad, is that I tried to make a super huge first drop, the first coaster I made, and what I found was that I like had 80 miles per hour of speed, and 80 miles per hour of speed was not working really well for me. So I'm being more conservative because my first experience was really bad, and this is still not enough. So after my super bad first experience, I've been trying to be more cautious and give myself some more so being less crazy with my hills and dales and everything else like that. So that is, you're just seeing an overreaction to my initial failures is what you're seeing all the way around here. All right. So we've got 80 feet. I mean, like I said, we were just looking at what other people consider an exciting coaster, and it didn't have like any huge drops, right? The maximum difference in the maximum drop was only 30 feet. So it's hard for me to feel like, you know, what these people are really looking for is like a huge drop, even though it's what I would be looking for. It's not what they're looking for. That's what I'm feeling. And maybe that's not true. Maybe there's just, you know, something that I'm missing in how people are doing this, but that is why I am reacting the way I do. All right, let's do this. I want to go straight. How's it going, Gabeson? How is it going? Good night, Nathaniel Jr. Show Gaming. Have a great night. I like big loops, and I cannot lie. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of super fast, super big roller coasters. My biggest coaster, like hyper coasters and giga coasters and all those types of things, are very much what I do. The first turn on Raging Bull, where you actually come up and you're actually kind of, you know, you're not just, you know, at 90 degrees to the ground. You're actually kind of curved underneath the track. It's like one of the most exciting, you know, hills in my life. I agree, Brad Pritchard, that these people may be nothing like real roller coaster fans. We'll see if this is enough speed. It is! Okay. So this gives us enough to kind of get back to base. How is it going? And all of my rides are breaking down. I bet like 3 of my rides are broken down right now. I think my handyman still can't figure out how to get to Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love. I feel like I dropped him at the entrance and he still couldn't get there. I don't know. So we'll hire another mechanic. and drop him out here by the Kangarang. Maybe one of them will be able to figure out what to do here. Okay, so what is this? See, like this is the problem, right? Like I've built a roller coaster which has like one big hill drop, like a single turn into a loop, and then another series of turns, and that's considered super exciting. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing, but it's still like there. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I can make these people happy by building exciting roller coasters if this is the most excitement that they're willing to bear. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I really feel for roller coasters designers here. They really just don't. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us, as they say in Annie, I think. Let's open this coaster up. Okay, so what do we have here? We have, Evil Vultures doesn't count. I don't have any restrooms in my park, that's why you can't find them. Laydown Roller Coaster 1 is above 6. Poor Impulse Control is not great. Sophie Extreme is above 6. The Stingray Cycle is above 6. The Team Bear Express is a 5.59, so that doesn't count for anything. Alright, so let's just drop some other exciting coasters into the park. Just about wherever they'll fit. Alright, so let's grab the Virginia Reel. Nope, I wanted to pick a different one. Alright, you know what? You are done, Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love. You're done. Demolished. Now there is no more Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love. Anyway, the Gamesman, it's good to see you here. I am, as always, and as you know, the Chris who plays games, playing retro games on Monday and whatever I feel like on Friday. Tonight is a retro night, so we're playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon. They hate excitement so much. It is true. So we can build a stand-up roller coaster. We'll drop Venomous right out here. We'll find a spot where we can connect to paths. Alright. Wow, that path there is definitely disgusting. I can understand why people were complaining about it. Alright, so let's drop this here. The entrance being on this, well, let's test it and make sure that we've got it in a spot where this is going to work. Alright, so we've got an entryway. Why doesn't my roller coaster go over that cruise ship? Hold on, let me find the cruise ship. We can fix that. That is a thing we can fix. How do I feel about that? I feel like that's that. So the problem is that, like, yeah. Did I hear about the 3D phone? I did not hear about the 3D phone. Okay, so let us go right over this cruise ship. I think that is a perfectly reasonable complaint. So let us tear this apart. And we're gonna do some up-de-dups and go right around this cruise ship. Anyway, how's it going, Rarez? It's good to see you. I'm happy to have you here tonight hanging out with us. We are currently making our roller coaster go right through. Apparently the luxury liner is in my way, so let's go up a bit more. I actually have a feeling that this is going to ruin this coaster because I'm pretty sure that I can't go high enough to go over this. Wow, how tall is this cruise ship? There we go. So yeah, let's see if we're gonna be able to make it around this. Yeah, so this whole park is really poorly designed, poorly laid out. I've completely ignored all of the aspects of the game except for building roller coasters, because that's the only part of the game that I really personally enjoy. And as a result, there's a lot of parts of this park that are really poorly designed, but that's okay. All right. So I think we're gonna have to come back down. And luckily we can just demolish these footpaths because I don't care. Alright, is that enough demolishing? I think I need to demolish a little bit more. Oh, I might have to actually demolish my last footpath here. Alright, so we're gonna just get all these people stuck. And then go forward. Alright. Cool. Footpath is in the way. I have erased all of the footpaths that matter. I do not understand how any freaking footpath can be in the way. There we go. Luxury liner stern is in the way. Okay, let's flatten this back out. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know that this is gonna work, but that is okay. We're gonna try it and see how it works. Okay, and then we're gonna drop an S-bend right to kind of line this up. Oh, we're still way too high up, so we need to get down. Yeah. All right. So what is our other option here? Just short swim. Okay, so let's swing this out left, and then we're gonna have to make a hard right. Drop a bit more height. We need to get back down to -5 feet. And then we're going to have a nice banked turn left. And then we're going to have a hard left. Hard left. Hard right. Straight! This end section is going to be murder if we even get there. So let's see, let's before we do anything else, and yes, you can actually have a second lift hill, so if I get stuck there climbing around the ocean liner, I suppose I could do that. Let's see how this goes. What I'm going to do is going to absolutely destroy, like this little section here is going to absolutely destroy anybody who rides it, so I'm going to have to come up with a better solution than that to get around the luxury liner. One of the things I might be able to do is actually drop some of the station platform. So the water level is not 0 feet in this particular case. This game is from 2001, Greek guy. Roller Coaster Tycoon originally released in 1999. This game released in 2001. Roller Coaster Tycoon, the first one, famous for being programmed entirely in assembly, but this game as well for being entirely programmed by just one guy, who is now actually working on a mobile port of this game, I think he mentioned. So... Oh! Yes! Go! 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 There you go. Well done. Yeah, so pretty sure those lateral G's at the end there will take you out. I guess they're only like, you know, 3.5 G. Like that's not the worst I've done. Yeah, so 3 Gs is just too much. Yes! First one was programmed entirely in assembly. I swear to God I read that. Wow, look, it does have a higher excitement rating now, though. I can't do this to them. That's just cruel and unusual. I wouldn't ride this ride with this particular ending. So, like, I'm gonna be a sissy like my guests, and I'm gonna have to find a better way to do this. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to destroy a little bit more of this station platform to give ourselves a little bit more room to come in here. And if we do that, I think we should be able to, so we can do this. This is fine. And then we can curve this back around. Pull a left bank. Curve. No, I want to stick with the left turn. And yeah, I love this game too. I played this all the time back when it came out. I was playing this back in 2002-ish, and I love it. It's an awesome game. So okay, we can do this. I can live with that type of turn. And then we need to go one more forward, and from here we're just going to make this a pretty short platform. We don't really need to care about riders per hour or anything like that, so we'll pull that in and then have station platform here. So this is going to get us our thing. Yeah, so this is one of the concerns when you are exit not yet. When you are building for a real park. You have to worry about like how many people are going to fit on these rides, like how many train cars you can fit, or anything else like that. So, yeah. So there we go. I got a nice big ride out here. Yeah, so these little designs here that are like super entwined and whatever, I mean, I think it's just much easier to do a design in something other than this game interface, right? There's all the heights and everything else like that that are really hard to get right, and I don't feel bad for not being able to do that in this game interface. It's just not designed for that. So I feel a little bit, unfortunate that my solution is to go spread way out, but what is my favorite game I played of all time? I've never been able to answer that question. I love so many games. I love so many series. I love the Mega Man games probably most of anything. But that's not a game. That's a whole bunch of games. Here, I will pick you up and move you guys out to a place where you can actually get away. Oh, there's a path right here. There we go. See, that's a nice... I mean, that end curve is a little bit rough, but poor impulse control is broken down, Brad, just so you know. But these lateral Gs are perfectly doable. Here's a nice 2G turns. Like, all of that is totally reasonable. And our vertical Gs, like, we got a couple of rough spots, but overall, that's pretty nice. Yes, that is true. Okay, and we've dropped some of the intensity down. Our excitement rating is higher than it ever was. So I feel like this is a successful coaster. You can't sleep. I'm sorry, GGC. Welcome back. I'm glad you guys hang out here. It's so nice to have you. I oftentimes wonder, like, if you guys actually enjoy what I'm doing, but when I'm sitting here and just chatting while I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, I know, and like not even about anything interesting, like I appreciate having you guys here so much. It's so awesome. So thank you very much for sticking around, for hanging out, for being here for so long. Sorry if I hit this so much. Hello to the nines. How is it going? Okay. It's midnight, and we have talked about no interesting topics tonight. So we've talked a little bit about Roller Coaster Tycoon history. So the original being all assembly code, completely crazy, right? As Brad was pointing out. And there is actually a backport of RCT2, or a reverse engineering of RCT2, where they're basically replacing bits of the code and waiting until they... all right, let's bump up this minimum departure time to 30 seconds. It's a 60-second ride, so you just have a train leaving every 30 seconds. That's fine. I've talked about the fact that I'm going to be live streaming Pokemon Saturday at 2 p.m. There's an event here in Boston that is supposed to have 4,000 people attending, according to the Facebook event that I'm going to go to and do some live streaming. I bought a big battery, so I have a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, a 74 watt hour battery that I will be using to stream Pokemon on Saturday. So I hope if you guys are interested in Pokemon that you guys will stop by for that. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you may want to do that, and so on and so forth. Tornadoes and thunderstorms. We did talk a little bit about my love of tornadoes and thunderstorms from growing up. So the Stingray is getting... Look at all these little purple things. They're just trash people are leaving on the ground. You jerks. They're like fish buckets or something. Alright, so let's hire another handyman back here. Hire all the handymen. All the handymen. Clean that up. This stream is sweat. I agree. This stream is sweat. On the plus side, I don't think that you guys have had any buffering issues so far tonight, so that's nice. Like my last stream, they had lots of buffering issues. Alright. Total people who have ridden this ride, 2. Maybe you do need to go to sleep, GGC. Okay, so we built another roller coaster that is high excitement. Let's drop a dinghy slide here. That's what I want to ride, a dinghy slide. Show you my dinghy. Where's the entrance to this ride? It appears to not have an entrance. Okay. Well, it must have an entrance. Oh, it has an entrance that's in a different spot. Its entrance is way up top. I see. Yes, okay. So this is a type of ride where the entrance being in a totally different spot, you get out at one spot and then you enter way up on the hill, so that you make the people do the work for you rather than taking them up a lift hill. You just have to have them walk up it because apparently rides aren't hard enough to ride. You have to also climb a hill first. So that's cool. And then, of course, I built it on a hill, so it's a giant hill to walk up. Let's do it. If anybody actually rides that ride. I have no idea what the excitement value on this one is going to be. So this particular thing is the organ music track from the soundtrack. There's a whole bunch of tracks here, so we can swap to whatever's next. Let's go. Oh, here we go. I got some test results, I think. No excitement ratings. Ah, crap. Sorry about that. Hey, Leaf, how's it going? Yeah, so that is not very exciting. Has no path leading from its exit. That is true. We could add one of those, I suppose. Let's be flat, and we will slope this down. Delete the footpaths here so we can connect it. There we go. Now you got your path. It is game music. So for whatever reason the game isn't playing the game music. So I'm just actually playing the soundtrack in the YouTube player. So I don't know what is up with that. I didn't bother digging in. I was just like, you know what, I cannot play this game with 0 music, and decided to do that. So yeah, what is the excitement value on this guy? At this point I'm thinking that maybe I want to actually finish the challenge, the scenario, requirements. So I'm going to actually try and hook up 10 different coasters of 10 different types with 6 or more excitement rating, so that I can meet the exit criteria for the scenario before we go to bed. That is going to be the end of our stream, so it's going to take me a while, I think, given how long it has taken me to do pretty much nothing all night, and so I'm getting started now. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, so we built a couple coasters that I'm a little bit happy with. We built a coaster that is the wooden coaster, which I called the Stingray Cycle. So the Stingray Cycle, I'm pretty proud of that. I think that came out well. And then the other one that we built was that kind of one that goes over the cruise ship at Brad's recommendation. Once we went over the cruise ship, it got even more exciting than it was before, and people seemed to dig it. So I appreciate that advice, Brad. Poor impulse control, of course, has 0 riders. No one is interested in this ride that has an intensity rating of 17.61 and a nausea rating of 10.33. Unfortunate though that may be, we got no takers on that. 93 guests said that the Stingray Cycle was their favorite ride, which is pretty cool. Don't have retro right now. Anyway, yeah, so Metroid is a game I could play. I have no problem with the idea of doing a Metroid stream. Yeah, so the Sophie Extreme was, you know, a cute little wild mouse ride, but nothing particularly compelling. Oh, we never even opened Venomous? We could open up Venomous. It's not quite a 6, so I didn't really care about it, but we'll open it up anyway. We gotta connect this to a path somewhere. Alright. There we go. We got an exit now. Got some people who are gonna come up and ride that. We got a whole bunch of people in line for this ride, which has no freaking excitement. Hello, Vsant. How's it going? Can I dig it? I can dig it. Oh, we got a lot of sweeping needed here. Alright, you, sir, are going to sweep this little section of paths. That is all you're going to do. Okay. So let's see. What do we got? For rides that are sufficiently exciting. Is this actually connected to anything? I think it is not. Okay, so Enterprise 1 does not count. Grinder. Is Grinder sufficiently exciting? Yes. Okay, so we have Grinder. Ice Flow is not. The Kangarang, I'm pretty sure, is. The Lava Launch is. The Laydown Coaster is. Sophie Express is not. Oh no, Sophie Express is. Okay, so we've got a Wild Mouse, we've got a wooden coaster. Yeah. Oh man, this is hard. I just use OBS, so I have no particular advice on that front. Alright. So let's build this pylon peril thing out here. No, let's trash that. Yeah. Well, I want to delete all the frickin' scenery, too. I can't just delete the whole... Thanks. I appreciate you leaving, like, some crap scenery behind, stupid game. Alright. Guests are getting lost or stuck. Yeah, I know. Don't care. Alright. Somewhere there's a spot. There we go. Okay, so from this one, we can drop a path down around the edge here. And down the hill is going to leave us with a nice little connection there. There we go. And we can open this up. This should test at a good excitement level to get us a seaplane coaster. Hello, Ivor Bach. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is morning. You are 100% correct, GGC. Yeah. So what's your big excitement of the week, folks? What are you excited to see? What are you excited to do? What are you excited to have happen? Are you guys playing Pokemon Go? Excited to get your first 1,000 CP Pokemon, or are you gonna do something more exciting or interesting? Are you guys gonna go and ride some roller coasters? You know, if they are hungry and can't find anywhere to buy food, then it's because they're not really looking, because there's plenty of places to buy food. So I have very limited sympathy. Compact inverted coaster. Let's drop the um okay. And I can connect this out here. I don't exactly know where I'm going. Heights on paths. Okay, I need to get up to 10 feet. So we can go up a bit. Alright, I have no idea if this is going to be at all functional. I've tried lowering my output bitrate to 500 kilobits per second to see if that will be something that I can keep up with, but it's looking like it's probably not. Oh, gotta go flat here so that I can actually get through the ride supports. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's back for long. Nah, it's still shit. I mean, it's sort of staying up right now because it's dropping lots of frames, and because I've set my output bit rate to be super low. So you can. And I think that we can do a test run on this, but that should give us another one. Oh, I'm sorry, Ivor. OBS can keep up. Go, internet, go. You can do 500 kilobits per second, right? Oh, right, as I dropped to 8 and 0. That's not gonna work. You need to be faster and better and stronger, more connected, something, something. God, this is terrible. Up in the air like that. Let's rotate it maybe. Oh, hey, it's better. There we go. Okay, now I can turn my internet back up. Just a second. And let's see if that works out. Okay. Okay, cool. I think it's back. I am sorry about that. But hopefully you guys can hear me and see me, and I'm not. Hit the live button, refresh, etc. If you are not live currently, you may have some live to be. God damn it! Did not mean to do that. Okay, so let's build an X. Get a multi-dimensional coaster here. Alright, so we built this right over the entryway because I'm starting to feel a bit skittish. Or not skittish, but just like, you know, fuck it. With the whole Comcast thing and everything else like that, so. Oh, no, now it's shit again. Well, sort of. Probably going to go to shit again. Alright, I will preemptively drop this down. I wish that there was, like, you know, automatic bitrate adaptation for, like, sending data instead of just for receiving data. Seems like that would be a useful thing to have. Okay, let's take this down out here. Flatten it out. Drop this down. I am ignoring everything you are telling me, game. I do not care. Okay, cool. I've built a path to the exit, or to the entrance. And now I will build a path to the exit. Hopefully I can figure out a way to do this. I don't even know where my cursor is. Okay, there we go. Delete that path, and there we go. You are now open. Do a test run. Make sure it's actually got its 6. It's not the game. It's the internet. Yeah, I had like 400 millisecond ping times a couple times there. So my computer is perfectly happy and using almost no CPU, and everything is fine, but the internet is not cooperating. So, okay. So we've got a multi-dimensional coaster here that runs right over the entryway to the park. We have a, what is this? This is a oh, that doesn't matter because it didn't actually meet our requirements. I like how this roller coaster that doesn't meet the excitement requirements is like one of our more popular rides by the number of people riding it, but that's okay. Do we still have a lot of people who say, I want to go home? They do. They're probably stuck in the back. They can't figure out how to get out. Yeah, it's all these people back here who are like wandering, stuck in the... Holy crap! Look at the line for this thing. This line is 17 minutes long. That's like half of a year in the game. It's crazy. Okay. So I wonder if these people actually are stuck. I don't think so. I don't think I got anybody stuck, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we got Venomous, not 6. What else do we want to build? Suspended coaster. Not exciting enough as is, so I'm going to skip it. Inverted impulse coaster. It does not look like we've built one of these. So we will take on the one with the most excitement rating. This one. And this is going to be pretty small. So where do we want to put it? We can probably put it right here. And then just run the connection down to that same path. So, inverted impulse coaster, multi-driver. We will, now we'll do circulator. Even smaller. Okay, so we've got a path here that we can connect. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. The problem there being that that particular spot on the path does not actually work if you go down. Ah, crap. Flatten it out, flatten it out. And now we will come around here and connect. There we go. And hopefully this is actually going to work. Alright, let's hire some more mechanics. Since no one seems to be able to find anything. All of my rides are broken down. Guests are unhappy. They probably can't escape. Alright. Do we have an exciting ride at least? No results yet. Anyway, hello Sunny, I love booty. How's it going? Yeah, I totally understand. Why do I not have any excitement rating yet? Rate it, baby. Tell me if I'm screwed. Okay, let's just hire all the handymen. All the handymen, just put them everywhere along the paths. I don't know why, like... Again, this comes back down to, like, the paths here were designed for a prison, not for a amusement park, and I never really cleaned it up, which is why everyone is unhappy. Okay. So, I want to go home. I want to go to the bathroom. Okay, bathrooms are a thing I should probably fix. I can understand that a park with no bathrooms gets a little bit frustrating after the 3rd year. I would have thought that you would have figured this out by now and just gone home, but it seems like the answer is no. You need me to give you a bathroom because otherwise you will just like stand around and complain and pee yourself all day long. So I guess you've got that going for you, which is nice. Here's a bathroom. Here's a bathroom. There you go. Nice little bathroom for you. Okay. Yeah. I want to go home. I want to go to the bathroom. It's too crowded here. Where is it too crowded? Yeah, it's too crowded right there. I believe you. Oh, inside this thing? Oh, it's too crowded on the line for this ride. Can they actually, like, see through scenery, see through rides, see through invisible supports? Are they just trapped? Like, is that the reason why there's so many people here? Because they can't find a way out? Okay, so this connects to here, which should get people out, but they're not going out. Yeah, people are walking underneath there, which means there's plenty of room to go. Oh, that doesn't connect. Okay. So let's build a path to connect these two so that people can actually leave, because I didn't realize they couldn't. And then let's actually do one better and see if we can connect another one over here. Not 100% sure that we'll be able to, but I think we can. I think the problem here was that no one could connect because it could leave because there was no path out. Okay, so that's good. Those people are less trapped now. That makes me happy. Yeah, I have basically been doing no maintenance. I have been not treating this place as a theme park. I have all the money in the world, and I have just been playing with building roller coasters the entire time. Have paid no attention to, you know, anything about the park, which is not a good approach in general. But in this particular case, doesn't bother me that much, just because that was the goal of what I was doing in this game, and I didn't care that much. So if you look at this and you think to yourself, wow, this is a terribly designed park, I would 100% agree with you. There is no design thoughtfulness put into any of this at all. It is all just about maximizing the amount of time that I am spending building roller coasters. Alright, which mechanic is fixing the lobotomizer? Is that the lobotomizer? That's not the lobotomizer, is it? That's Pylon Peril. Okay, let's fix the broken down ride, since I assume that broken down rides do not count for... Oh, are you actually going to the lobotomizer? Maybe? Can't tell. You just can't figure out how to get there, can you? Okay, I'm pretty sure lobotomizer is what? This purple one. We'll drop you on the exit path for that. Oh, we finished my playlist again. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I think I currently have a lot of people. What I'm feeling is I have a lot of people pissed at me right now. Okay, so evil vultures, you can just be closed. In fact, you can just be deleted because I never even connected you to anything. Poor impulse control, same thing. Like, you were a cool ride, and we will even save you so that we can use you again in the future for something absolutely terrible. But in the meantime, you are deleted. I do not care. Okay, so now we've got the Tommy gun ride isn't working, but we don't care about that. Okay, so what do we got? We've got a multi-dimensional coaster that meets the criteria. Venomous doesn't. Team Bear Express doesn't. Stingray Cycle is a wooden coaster that does. So that's 2. The Sophie Extreme is a wild mouse that does. That's 3. Pylon Peril is a... What was Pylon Peril? Pylon Peril is a... Like, what kind of ride is this? Seaplane ride. Seaplane ride. So that's 4. Pirate ship doesn't matter. Lobotomizer is a compact inverted coaster, so that is 5. Laydown coaster is 6. Lava launch is 7. Hangarang is an inverted vertical shuttle is 8. Grinder, I think doesn't mean... Oh, grinder is a wooden coaster as well. So that's not going to add another thing to it. So the circulator meets the criteria, and we can open that up. Do I have a favorite coaster in real life? I love hypercoasters. Hypercoasters, some like now they're like giga coasters or whatever. I love coasters that are super fast, big and turny. And so I tried to build one that was a little bit like what I like, but it didn't work earlier. But, you know, I love, you know, the Superman ride at my local park is this ride that is just like this huge initial drop, tons of super fast, huge, you know, turns and stuff like that. That is really what I am big into. That is my favorite kind of thing in roller coasters. So I did not succeed in making one like that worked. I think realistically this game just does not have enough support for the types of things. Why are so many people riding? It's not even that warm out. It's only 79 degrees. Why are you guys all in line for this water ride? Hello, Timothy Brilton, Peekadoo, Dan XYZ, how's it going? BTB Love Raid, good to see you. Better Than Bad Gamers. We are just roller coastering all over this place, just building all the coasters we can. So our next coaster we will be renaming the Better Than Bad coaster, and it is going to be a flying turns coaster based on no, we're not going to do that. We're going to try and build the inverted impulse coaster. We already have one of. A good LAM launched coaster is what we're going to do here. The quantum... Oh, here's what we got. Oh, that was mine. Poor impulse control. Yeah, that's terrible. Quantum thruster is what we're going to build. Better Than Bad Gamers, good to see you. Hello, Gameboy34 and Cookie Cat, Cybernetic King, and Weeber Goobu. Good to see all of you here tonight. We are playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. On Mondays, we play retro games here on Chris Plays Games. So with it being Monday, we're playing a retro game. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, released in 2001, is one of the more modern retro games we played here on the stream. I think that we're about to hit our 10th, so we're going to rename this the Better Than Bad Coaster. Better Than Bad Thruster is the coaster we've got here going here. Yes, it sounds a little bit dirty, but that's just the way we roll here with the players here on Chris Plays Games. Hello, Crazy Dude Loose and Lumini, Skylar Mauru, and everybody else. We are playing some retro games here tonight, and we're going to try and hook up this last coaster, get some people in to ride it, and play it that way. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, so we have ignored the denizens of our park. For a long time, we weren't even building bathrooms. We weren't doing any coaster maintenance or anything else like that. We just cleaned a bunch of that up and got all of our coasters working again. We're now trying to finish out the round, and after having built a couple of coasters of our own design that worked out well. So we built the Stingray Cycle, we built the Team Bear Express when Shanda Bear raided us earlier tonight, and everything else like that. So thank you guys. Are these the plans for my upcoming amusement park? Yeah, this is CPG Land. CPG Land, where all of the coasters are named after my favorite YouTube gaming streamers. So yeah, absolutely. It is definitely the plans for my upcoming park. Alright, let's make sure that we can get an exit out of here. Oops, we can't go over without going up a lot higher, but I think we should be able to go down and through. So let's go this way. And drag this trail out. One of the things I've learned is that people don't really like the fact that they can't get out of roller coasters at all. So we're trying to make sure they can get out. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah. Oh, no, we can't go that way. Go this way a little bit more. We have to connect to one of these footpaths. So here, we'll just do this the long way. There we go. Do a testing run to make sure we've got a roller coaster of everything else like that. Chris makes rides. That's right, Timothy Brindleson. Thank you guys all for subscribing and stopping by with that BTB love raid. I love Better Than Bad Gamers. You know, Clinton is one of my favorite people in the world. You know, the rest of them I you know, can take or leave, but Clinton's my big love. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I'm glad you guys. What were you guys playing with the Better Than Bad Gamers? I watched a bunch of their Monster Hunters 24-hour stream this weekend as they got more and more tired and exhausted. But yeah, so you can see here we've got a lot of roller coasters, especially up near the front of the park. We got a multi-dimensional coaster, we got a standard roller coaster here, we got an inverted shuttle loop here, and everything else like that. Overwatch. All right, cool. How'd you guys do? Were you winning the evening in Overwatch, or was it a bad scene for you guys? All right, my Kangarang has broken down. Kangarang, of course, named after Kang Gaming. Kang Gaming, another lovely YouTube gaming streamer here on the platform, and someone that you guys should check out if you do not know him. Yeah, so we... oh, Jesus, everything is breaking down. I just need to hire like 1 million more mechanics. All right. It's the Stingray cycle there. Okay, so let's take notes on what we have. Okay, so the Better Than Bad thruster. Does the Better Than Bad thruster exceed excitement of 6? It does. The Better Than Bad thruster does exceed excitement of 6. Where did my pen go? How am I supposed to take notes on things without a pen? Oh no! I'm feeling so lost. Okay, I found my pen. It was next to me. I got it. Hello, Travato. Glad you're still here. Okay, so BDB is a limb and is above 6. All right, the circulator. Circulator is a inverted impulse. I, and its excitement rating is 6. All right, we got that. That's right. Yep, absolutely. You got your own ride. The grinder doesn't count. The Kangarang is broken down, but when it is running, it is, what is it? It is a inverted vertical shuttle, IVS. All right, and that is above 6. The laydown coaster is a laydown, above 6, so lay down. All right, cool. The lobotomizer is a compact inverted. Yep, good. Loop is closed and we don't care about it. Pylon Peril is in good shape. And Pylon Peril is a seaplane ride, I believe. Yep, seaplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're running low here. The Sophie Extreme is above 6 and is a wild mouse with mine cars. So mine cars. All right. So the Stingray cycle, I think, will be good once we get that fixed, and is a wooden coaster. So my goal here is 10. I need 10 different types of roller coasters that have an excitement rating above 6. So that is what I'm looking for here. This ride is a multi-dimensional. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I've only got 9. I need one more type here. Yes, exactly, the lobotomizer. The Boomer Kang, yeah, so we don't actually need to worry about money at all. We don't have any money problems. Whoever we bought Alcatraz, right? So this island was Alcatraz. We bought it. We decided to make a theme park out of it. So we've got no money issues whatsoever. But what we do need is 10 different styles of exciting coaster. So what we're missing at the moment, I think, is we don't have a flying coaster. So we're going to... Oh, we did it! I did it! My company value was $342,000. I must have counted wrong. I did it, even though my coasters weren't all running. We built our park. Everything about it is terrible. The people have left. Our rating went down to literally 0 when no one could find the bathroom and 100 people were trapped on a small path. There's a line of, approximately 6 months to get on our water ride. You could not make a more terrible part. Like, look at this line. Look at this line. This is like the least fun ride in the park. Like, the excitement level for this ride is 2.74. It is the lowest excitement level ride in the park. And it has like 74. Look at all these people who are leaving because they're just so tired of waiting for this goddamn ride. The thoughts of everyone is, I'm hungry, I feel sick, I'm thirsty, and I want to go home, and I can't find the goddamn bathroom. And of course, I've been standing in this line for too goddamn long. Like, this is not a happy park, but we still won. Because no one set any criteria that people had to be happy. They just set criteria that we had to build roller coasters. So we'll look again at the coasters that we actually built. So this is one of them that is now being fixed. The Team Bear Express. The Team Bear Express comes up, does a little drop here, goes through the vertical loop, and just comes around and zooms right back through the prison building. The other one we built so we built 2 more that I'm kind of happy with. One of them is right here, is this laydown coaster. So this laydown coaster is I'm kind of happy with because it goes right over the cruise ship. So as we'll watch this, it'll come down around this turn. It gets to about 40 miles an hour, takes a nice long loop around, goes through the loop-de-loop, and what you can't really see here, so we'll flip directions here, is that it then comes up this hill over the cruise ship, so you get a nice slow thing over the cruise ship, comes back down, comes around the turn, you get the nice view over the cruise ship, you come back around towards it, loop around, and again you've got the view of the cruise ship as you come back, turn, and come into the station again. So I'm pretty actually happy with that one. The cruise ship was a nice little addition suggested by Brad Pritchard. Brad Pritchard was also we created poor impulse control for Brad Pritchard. We killed some people on that earlier on, but have gotten rid of that one because it was constantly breaking down and not a single person ever rode it. And then we've got this wooden track, the Stingray Cycle. It just kind of zooms around what used to be a go-kart track here, a pretty popular track called Brad Pritchard's Go-Karts of Love, that ended up getting shut down for the same reason. Grindr breaking down, we don't worry too much about that. Pokemon Go has overtaken Grindr in app installs anyway. So by the way, if you guys are big fans of Pokemon Go, I am going to be doing a Pokemon Go stream this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be streaming with a... oh yeah, absolutely. If people are on the coaster and you like change the speed or reconstruct it or whatever, people can die in roller coaster accidents. It generally decreases your park rating, so I would not recommend it if you are trying to win, but if you are just trying to play, you can do all kinds of things. So yeah, so overall, mostly these designs are ones that are just cribbed directly. So all of these like circulator designs and so on are cribbed directly from park designs, some of them directly from Six Flags theme parks or whatever. But we did create a few of our own. We also created the Kangarang, which I think is broken down again because it's old and breaks down a lot. But yeah, so the Kangarang here is another thing we made. Drags you back up first and then shoots you off. Shoots you up. So here we go. This Kangarang will go back, and we'll watch that one as our last roller coaster of the night that we created ourselves. And after that, we will do a raid. So if you guys are still here, I'm going to show you another YouTube gaming streamer that I love, and I hope you will love as well. Yeah, so we get the nice little boomerang loop here, loop the loop up the top, and then come back through. We spent a lot of time trying to get the right height here to try and get people through without completely hating themselves and come back into this type of ride. So, yeah. So, thank you guys very much for stopping by. Just give me 1 second and I will find a raid target for you guys. Thank you very much with the BTB Love Raid. And again, this Friday, 9:15 p.m., I don't know what we'll be streaming, whatever I feel like. And this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be streaming Pokemon Go from this very channel. So subscribe if you like Pokemon. Subscribe if you like this funny face. Subscribe for whatever reasons. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. We are going to be moving on to all right, we're gonna be hanging out with Oshi Kurosu Ukumu, also known as Oshe. Will my hat be visible? I will definitely be using the face cam pointing version of the camera and not the AR mode, so we will have the hat visible. I will be wearing it as I wander around Boston Common with up to 4,000 people who have RSVP'd for that event. So yeah, thank you guys very much for the love all night long. And we are going to raid Oshi. So hashtag CPG raid, hang out, say hi to Oshi. He's playing Tales of the Borderlands. Tell him I sent you and say hi. Thank you for hanging out so much all night long. And Friday we'll be doing more gaming, more chatting, etc. It's great to have all you guys here, and have a great night. Oh yeah, so I'll be live streaming from the YouTube Gaming app. The YouTube Gaming app has the built-in ability to live stream whatever is on your screen, so you will see it. It will be exciting. Stick around, check it out. Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And now we will go say hi to Oshi. Have a great night. Bye-bye.